Ignat's corner, beyond Bent. Janssen! And Blackburn Rovers are 18 minutes away from a Premiership return.
As far as Stewart, just outside the penalty area, flips it central for David Dunn. David Dunn equalises. It just had to be. Dack's corner and it goes. Glance towards goal, and Rovers have taken the lead. And Charlie Mulgrew has scored his 14th of the season. It may well be the goal that sends Rovers back into the Championship.
Good afternoon and a very happy Easter to all of our Rovers fans joining us on our special Easter Monday version of the live watch along. And Chris, you are very, very kind. We are your favourite Saturday afternoon entertainers. We are also your favourite Monday afternoon entertainers as well. We're here. I'm slightly hanging, I'm being honest. I think Luke and Joe are in a better form than I am, so they might be picking up my slack today. But Joe, how are you, mate? How you doing? Oh, he's muted. He's not picking up my slack.
You know, that's 4 streams running that I've done that now. Oh, that's so... Oh.
He's all right. Joe's all right. Luke, you're back with us. We missed you on Monday, but your very able replacement, Alex, was there and did a good job as well. But we've got you back. How are you doing?
Did you miss me on Friday as well, mate?
Yeah, Jesus, yeah. Friday.
You were here on Friday. What are you talking about? We've got an image to prove that you were here on Friday.
Oh no, what's this?
Did you not see it?
Somebody photoshopped your beard onto Alex Lomax. It was quite.
Fantastic. I missed that. I mean, Ryan's hanging, and his flag's certainly not hanging well.
Yeah,
is it?
You pointed it out before we went live that the flag is probably like my head a bit at the moment, so we'll keep that flag like that in honour of my head. And Jared's back with us. Jared was cracking on the post-match live stream on Friday and provided some great fun. And Joe was loving your Chris as well, Jared. So all good. Right. Before we get started then, Rovers fans, you know the score. If you're not subscribed to our YouTube channel, please hit that subscribe button. Please turn on all notifications using that bell icon. And, of course, give this video a big, massive like and all of our videos across the channel as well. But before we get started, we are sponsored by Blue Rose Capital, and we are also sponsored by 𝐒𝐿𝐄𝐄𝐒𝐿.com.
The Rovers Chat YouTube channel is proudly sponsored by 𝐒𝐿𝐄𝐿𝐄.com. They've got retro football from every era with mugs, phone cases and much more. They also have plenty of Rovers goods, including apparel with the famous 94-95 season and this season's kit. Check them out using the link in the description below.
Thank you to our very kind sponsors, Blue Rose Capital and 𝐒𝐿𝐄𝐿𝐄.com. And that version of my voice definitely sounds less hanging than what I feel today. So there we go. Let's get stuck into the team news then. Joe, you've produced another awesome graphic for us. Here it is. Here's the team news. The return of Adam Armstrong. I'm pleased to see that. Tyrese Dolan also getting a start. And Joe Rankin-Costello hasn't made it. Ryan Nyambe back in. So, yeah, tell us about the side, Joe. What do you think of it?
It's interesting. I think, as Chris alluded to in the comments right at the start, we've no Lewis Travis in the matchday squad again. I think people can read into that what they will. We've not really got a known injury on him, and that's the second game running that he's not been included in the entire squad. As I said last game, I'm a little bit gutted that John Buckley hasn't been included. He wasn't included last time out, and I think perhaps we missed him. He'd been playing really well before that, so a shame that he can't play, and perhaps question marks over Tribal and Johnson back in a midfield together again. You know, when we played away at Bournemouth, we did play with 2 holders in midfield, and I can understand against such a strong side with Ben Pearson and Philip Billing and Jefferson Lerma in midfield, you do need some aggressive and, you know, some tactile bodies in there. And then a very fluid, fast, small, agile front 3. It'll be interesting to see how that goes. Will they get out physicaled by the likes of Carter Vickers and Cork, or will they manage to slip past them? The defence speaks for itself, obviously. So yeah, I think the subs bench is okay. No Bell in there and no Travis, but yeah, overall it's nice to see us go a little bit more attacking in those top 3 positions. So yeah, we'll see. Over to Luke, I suppose, with his thoughts on it, really.
Indeed, yeah. Over to you, Luke. That was a good, nice segue. As Joe says, I think the bench, if I just bring it up again, looks a little stronger. Dolan was the only one we could have brought on against Wycombe to really change things, but we have got Gallagher, who has been good from the bench for Rovers this season. Brereton's on the bench as well, and John Buckley. Seems like there are more options off the bench today. What's your thoughts on the side?
Yeah, it's a lot of chop and change at the moment. We certainly. That consistency that we're crying out for doesn't seem to be happening now. He seems to be toying with personnel a little bit more. I think what he's done today is looked at Bournemouth and how Bournemouth set up, because we've basically matched them man for man in terms of personnel. You've got Lerma and Pearson in there, and I know on the other side there was talk of Pearson not being in the starting 11. I think from our side we all knew that he would play, given his history with Blackburn Rovers as a Preston man. And Lerma and Pearson are both people that are going to put a tackle in. They're going to break up the play. They're going to be an absolute nuisance. And in terms of physicality, as Joe was saying, I think he's gone to match him there with Tribal and Johnson in. And Billing is their runner. And we've got Rothwell in as the runner there as well, with a fast attacking sort of wing play in the front three. You've got Solanke that can come in, drop in, hold the ball up, and he's been in amongst the goals. Armstrong does that well, gets in off the back marker as well, and Pearson, Elliott and Dolan similar with Jan Juma and Brooks. So I think all we've done today has gone to match him, and it's just going to be a case of who turns up really.
Yeah, definitely. I'm just going to go into the comments as well, because I think there is a little bit of positivity. Dizzy likes the look of the side. Alexander, yeah, the Travis situation is a bit of a concern there. And then Tim, on paper, oh, no, sorry, Chris stole him with a comment as I was clicking on Tim. On paper, looks a good team. Form-wise, you just never know what will happen. And that is Rovers all over, isn't it, Tim? Oh, Jared, I lost my sense. Oh, I hope you're fighting fit, Jared. Are you feeling worse than Friday? How are you doing? Because I know that obviously you are dealing with childcare and COVID at the same time. Hopefully you're doing good, mate. If you're feeling worse, let us know. We obviously can't do anything about it, but I hope you're okay. Joe, I just want to ask you about one thing, which obviously we've spoken about the academy and how good it is, and the fact that we might see some of these young lads come through and really get into the side next season in particular, if we are stretched for cash and budget and stuff like that. It is a little bit disappointing that, without Joe Rankin Costello today, the likes of Dan Pike on the bench and others, do you think that Mowbray's just playing to get a certain amount of points, or, what's going on there, do you think?
Yeah, so there's definitely rumours through the grapevine that Rovers want 6 more points.
Sorry, what did you say? Grapevine.
Oh, I heard it through the grapevine. Look at that. Look at this. I'll laugh a minute on Rovers chat. I'll laugh a minute.
Oh, crikey. Yeah, there are definitely murmurs through that grapevine that Rovers want 6 more points.
Exactly, grapevine.
Before they'll blood more youngsters. Obviously, there's Pike, McBride, Burns, Brennan, Nolan, perhaps. And then obviously you've got your young defenders like Annesley and as well. So, yeah, I think Rovers want to reach 52, 53, 54 points before they start bringing them in. I don't really see the harm in putting a Dan Pike on the bench today with only one right back in the squad. I don't really see how that would be so harmful if he was your backup option instead of Elliot Bennett. But clearly the setup at Rovers see it differently. I think it's probably a little bit limiting. But yeah, I would like to see more of those young players.
Yeah, me too. We keep going on about it, don't we? And there has to come a point where we start bringing more through. We've had joy with the likes of Lenihan, Nyambi and Travis, but it is time for the next breed, and particularly if we are going to be in that transition next season. So it is a shame. It is a shame. Luke, I'm just going to come to you just maybe on the Bournemouth side. I know that you live down there for a bit and have got friends who support Bournemouth, etc., etc. As I covered on the other side yesterday, they are also a possession-based football side, like Rovers try to be. So do you think Bournemouth are going to try and keep the ball today? Obviously, the pitch is looking in better nick. I don't know what's happened to it, but it does look a lot better for Rovers with the better weather maybe. So do you think that's how Bournemouth are going to set up, try and get their foot on the ball and just be patient and nick that goal? Or, what are you expecting from them today?
Yeah, like you said, I followed Bournemouth quite closely when I was down there. Obviously, last season and before that. So I was watching an Eddie Howe Bournemouth side, and I haven't seen as much of them this season. But certainly, if they've got that ingrained in them, they tend to overplay from the back. And I think if we've got Elliott and Dolan chasing down lost causes, and Armstrong will be hungry for goals as well today. He's been out of the fold, and he'll be looking to get closer to Tony. He's probably not going to catch him now, but if he can get a bit closer, I think that'll be good on a personal level. So, Steve Cook certainly ponders on the ball a little bit, so we've got a chance there to get in. But they overplay, they keep the ball. They don't play long passes too much. They like to, like you say, keep possession of the ball and work up the pitch in a similar way that Rovers have been trying to do this season. 𝐂𝐐𝐈𝐄 looks like a good player at this level. He's certainly been scoring goals. We know historically at youth level what he's been capable of. He certainly didn't show that, and almost became a laughing stock, I think, for the fee that Bournemouth paid for him in the Premier League. But I think he's found his level now and certainly looks more comfortable. So they're a dangerous side, and with players like Jack Wilshere on the bench, Riquelme looks quite an exciting prospect as well, and they've got him in there. And they've always been very strong in midfield with the likes of Lewis Cook. I know he's not in the fold today, but players like that tend to look after the ball really well, and as a team they do that. So it'll be an interesting game, and I think both sides will be looking to get the foot on the ball and keep possession of the ball. It could be frustrating for either or today.
Yeah. Joe, I know that you said this before we came live as well, and Matthews picked it up. This is the trio up front I wanted to see all season. I think you share that as well, don't you? You're excited about seeing these three today.
Yeah. It's so weird, though, because is this the game? I think I would have personally liked to see this front three against Wycombe, against the side with a poorer defence, not a defence that could probably quite easily keep a clean sheet against 5 or 6 Premier League sides if they really put their minds to it. It's a good trio. Does it suit the team we're playing against, though? That's the question. Brereton and Gallagher started against Wycombe and have started a lot of games recently. I think this trio would have looked better against some of the weaker sides that we've played and subsequently not got points against.
Yeah, I agree. We should have seen it sooner. Absolutely should have seen it sooner. Definitely on Saturday. I mean, we were... boy, oh boy. What a performance that Friday, sorry. We should have seen that. Definitely. And FM, good to have you along, mate. Too soon for Armour. I don't know. I'm pleased to see Armour today, FM. I was really hoping and praying that we didn't see nonsense, that he wouldn't be starting certain games trying to protect his hamstring or protect himself, because I want to see him in a Rovers shirt. If these are his last 8 games for Rovers, then I want to see him in every single one, because he's been absolutely spot on for Rovers, particularly when Bradley Dack's been injured, big part of that League One side as well. So I hope we see him in all 8 games, but I hope it's not too soon. And I hope there wasn't actually an injury there, or, they were just being overcautious, FM. But fingers crossed we see a good performance from him today. Jared, I will send you the recipe for a Yorkshire pudding. It's very easy, but the secret is a hot oven and hot oil, and you will get them nice and big. So I'll send you the recipe. They are very easy to make, so they're not hard.
You can move on to Toad in the Hole after that.
Yeah, once you've mastered a Yorkshire pudding, Jared, Toad in the Hole. So we will blow your mind with crazy British dishes. Absolutely.
That's definitely an off-season Rovers chat show, isn't it? Cooking.
This wonderful thing, battered fish and chips. It's quite a thing.
Joe, just leap years. Comment here: is Travis not being picked on form or still injured? I think, Joe, we believe it's form / relationship with the manager is what we're thinking, isn't it?
Yeah. Again, I don't know if you're going to bring the graphic up again, but grapevine-wise, I think.
Oh, hang on, you said it. I'm slow. Oh no!
Oh no!
Mate, you've had an absolute stinker.
I told you I was hanging a bit.
He's on the over. Honestly, taxi for Ryan. Yeah.
Read the standing order, Ryan. Read it and understand it.
I've got a feeling from what we've heard through said grapevine that there's probably some issues there. Perhaps a relationship breakdown. There doesn't seem to be an injury, and it's the second match day squad he's not been included in whatsoever. And I think we'd all probably say, even if you don't think Travis should be starting, he's definitely worth a spot on the bench at a bare minimum. So it's really, really weird.
It is weird. And like Luke, I was going to come to you on this next point anyway, but as we've just spoken about Travis, I think the inclusion of Ben Pearson today for Bournemouth, obviously he's got Needle with the Rovers Preston relationship and the Preston Twitter account trying to drum up a fake rivalry between Bradley Dack and Ben Pearson as well. Bradley Johnson today is critical, I think, if Ben Pearson's going to be in that midfield, isn't he?
Yeah, I think that's exactly why Tony Mowbray's chose the personnel that he's chose today. Bradley Johnson's a very capable and experienced Championship midfielder. He's, he breaks up the play really well, and when he's on game, he can, when he's on form and he's firing on all cylinders, he can get goals as well. So he's a key part, I think, of what Tony Mowbray's trying to do today. Hopefully it pays off. We've seen, too many times this season when we play two holding midfielders or two very similar defensive minded midfielders that we come unstuck a little bit. But hopefully Bradley Johnson maybe allows us to get up the field a little bit as well today, and lets Tribal just sit in and do a job. But certainly we need his aggression and his he's a bit of nastiness. I mean, off the ball as well, just to wind Pearson up and ignite this fake rivalry that Preston so enjoy.
Yeah, I mean, Pearson today, if we were at the ground, I can guarantee he would be getting booed, wouldn't he, if we were all there today. So, yeah, important Bradley Johnson today gets stuck in. Rovers fans, the game will be starting in about 10 minutes time. For those of you who aren't watching, we will do our usual description as we always do, and obviously if you want to sync up with me, Joe and Luke, then we will let you know what minute and second we are on when the game goes live. Let us know what you think about the side, let us know how you're feeling about the game. Obviously get your predictions in as well, and I will run through some of those before the game kicks off. Jared, a Yorkshire pudding is really, it's eggs, flour, milk. It's basically your pancake batter. And I don't know if an American pancake is the same as a UK pancake, but
yeah,
it's really easy.
Get a Yorkshire pudding graphic up, Joe.
Yeah, you got one.
Should we show the Yorkshire pudding and then a more modern Yorkshire pudding wrap?
Yeah. And if you want to be really fancy, Jared, you can put some salt and pepper in there as well, just to really spice it up. When I'm feeling a bit, fruity on a Sunday, I will put a bit of salt and pepper in there.
People slather gravy all over them.
Oh dear. So I'm going to dip into these comments and see how people are thinking about the game. Michael, fancy us today, but where is Buckley? Starman a few games back. Now he's out more than he's in again. Yeah, Joe, academy lad, obviously, John Buckley. It is disappointing that he's not in this side, particularly with how well he did in those two games against Swansea and Millwall, wasn't it? The two games where we got a draw and a win.
Yeah, well, it takes the pudding, doesn't it?
Hey! There's your Yorkshire pudding.
There's your Yorkshire puddings. And there's your Yorkshire pudding wrap, which is similar with all your dinner inside it. Anyway, sorry, yeah, John Buckley. What was the question? I was too busy getting those graphics.
I'll bring up Michael's comment again. Just, it's disappointing that Buckley, with how well he did in those two games, hasn't, he's not started again.
Yeah, exactly. Like I said, it's a shame for him, and you do start to question. There's issues with Nyambe, with Mowbray, seemingly some issues with Travis with Mowbray. Won't blood in the likes of Pike and McBride yet, and now perhaps not wanting to play Buckley. Does Mowbray prefer the Barry Douglases, the Daniel Ayalas, the players that he signs to the academy lads, perhaps?
I was just, sorry, my attention was diverted by the cat, the cardboard cutouts, the fan pictures, the cat. I just caught a glimpse of the cat with a Rovers shirt on, which always makes me laugh. John, yeah, the pitch is, I don't know what they've done to the pitch. It can't just be the sunshine, surely, but looks completely different to what it's been in previous weeks. But you like me, John, I'm expecting Bournemouth to be a really tough proposition today, so my expectations are not too high. Rick, sorry, I'm not going to be on the beers today funding your pension as I nurse myself back to full fitness after having far too many last night, but you've got us on in the background, so that's good. Byram, runs have to come to an end, good or bad. Hopefully it's today for Rovers. Yeah, we've just got to hope, Byram, but it's not a good run of form at the moment, is it? So
Imodium for that, Byram, I'd say. Just one Imodium. Just one Imodium for that. That's how you can stop runs, get runs to.
Oh, this is what we get.
Did you hear that through the grapevine, Luke? Or?
Absolutely through the grapevine, yeah.
Joe, if you just bring that up again, and if you move your head slightly to the right, you'll actually talk through a grapevine. Go the other way. No, the other way. Move your head. No, the other way. Go across. There you go. Now talk through the grapevine.
Oh, I see. I thought you meant talk across it to you there, like I'm talking through it.
Oh, God. We need this game to start because I am absolutely descending into anarchy here, aren't I? So, Rovers fans, let us know your score predictions. Please save me.
Let's go well off topic and back to the Yorkshire puddings. Here's a question, and I do miss it. I miss a good 𝐂𝐲𝐓. So I was thinking about a 𝐂𝐲𝐓, and when you have a Yorkshire pudding on a 𝐂𝐲𝐓, do you put it on a plate or do you carry it separately? Because I don't like a Yorkshire pudding taking up room on my plate. You know, when you're piling up the veg and that. It's a room taker. The big Yorkshire puddings, aren't they, on a 𝐂𝐲𝐓? I
think you can fit your peas inside your Yorkshire, though.
Oh, see, that's a clever tactic. I like that.
See, I usually try and balance the Yorkshire on top, but now you've said that, Luke, I might have to try that.
Do you get like a separate plate, or would you just kind of like hold it like that, like
I get a napkin
in your pinch?
I get a napkin. I get a little napkin before I go, tactical napkin. Get it in the napkin in one hand, plate in the other hand, get everything on, and then do
you not think people are judging you as you walk past the tables, and it looks like you've got two lots of foods, like you're right?
You're trying to juggle gravy with your feet because it's dripping off your plate.
Oh, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. We've gone early with our chat, Rovers fans. Please save us with some score predictions because 𝐂𝐄𝐄 is the only one so far. As it's Easter time, to come back from the dead. 4-0 𝐂𝐄𝐄.
Crikey. Practical napkin. I love that, Luke.
Yeah, see? Try it next time.
Maybe Mowbray can throw on a tactical napkin on 70 minutes and it might have a better touch than Sam Gallagher.
You predict your substitution after 60. I like it.
Oh, I'm loving Connie's comment. I'm just picturing Luke walking around with little Yorkshire puddings pinched between and Connie with it like a hat like that. And everyone in the car are just thinking, no.
There's a lot of love for the tactical napkin here, look. You've absolutely bossed that, Luke. Here we go, look. Tactical napkin. Everyone's loving it. You need to brand it.
Yeah. The status quo of
Scott Taylor, that's controversial.
But the thing is, as we pointed out, the recipe is the same as a pancake, and you would have sweet stuff on a pancake. So I'm not actually going to diss Scott for doing that. Personally, I wouldn't, but I understand why you would, because it is essentially a pancake, just cooked differently, isn't it? So
imagine Nutella in the middle of the Yorkshire pudding. Not for me.
I'm sure it's been done. What do you think about the controversial Yorkshire pudding wrap? Is it something you can get behind?
Yeah, I could do that. I could definitely do
that. Those potatoes, by the way, next to it look so crispy.
You say that, and all three of us are behind the Yorkshire pudding wrap at the moment. So,
oh, Rovers fans, please save us because we've still not got that many predictions, and we're not far off kickoff.
Too early.
Scott's going 2-0 Bournemouth. Alexander, my heart is telling me 2-1 Rovers now. I love it, Alexander. Absolutely love that. I love anyone that's predicting Rovers to win today. 2-0 Bournemouth, Ben. See, on the other side last night, there weren't that many positive predictions either. Chris has gone 3-1 Bournemouth. So, yeah, given we are a couple of minutes off kickoff now, Joe, I'll come to you first for your prediction.
I'm going to go with Chris, actually. I'm going to agree with him. 3-1. I think it was 3-2 at their place, but we lack a similar amount of firepower to what we did then. So I think we'll concede the same amount of goals. and I think we'll score one less than we did at the Vitality, or whatever it's called now, if it's not called that.
Awesome. Luke, just whilst I figure out the other comments that we've had there, what's your prediction?
I think that were a nice fitting comment that we got earlier from 𝐂𝐄𝐄𝐓. It's in Mowbray almost got crucified on Good Friday, and maybe we somehow come back from the dead today. But I don't know. I don't know.
I've got a feeling Mowbray might be Judas and not Jesus.
The optimist in me always wants us to win, but Bournemouth are a side that are playing for something. They've got a season to play for them, and we seem to be a side that's in a lot of unrest amongst the ranks and no consistency at all. And I mean, if we get the first goal, there's always a chance, but maybe we scrape a 1-1 draw today. I don't know.
Can I throw one last thing onto my prediction? I think we're going to see at least one red card today as well. Just got a feeling that one of those is coming.
Man.
I don't know if it'll be for us or for them, but I think that midfield battle might get quite feisty.
Yeah, I think there's going to be some needle in that centre mid today. I don't, Billing is a player that can put himself about a bit as well. So I think there's going to be some
Billing, Lerma, Pearson, Johnson, Tribal screams a red card for me.
Yeah, absolutely. I said 1-0 yesterday on the other side. I'm expecting a really quick start from Bournemouth, and if we do go 1-0 down, we're going to find it difficult to win, of course. But I'm feeling 1-1. I can't predict us to lose. I just can't see us winning, though. But 1-1 is what I'm saying. So, yeah, both sides are out now. Let us know if you're not watching the game, and we will describe the action for you. This game will be kicking off in about a minute's time. And then me, Luke, and Joe will sync up, and we will let you know where we're at. I'm just going to run.
Did Mowbray coach Jonathan Woodgate?
More than likely.
I would imagine he probably did. Or was he just on his way out?
Did he finish his career at Middlesbrough, Woodgate? Is that where he retired?
I think so. I'm pretty sure, yeah.
And Mowbray was there, what, 13, 14?
Be interesting. In fact, let's find out. Jonathan Woodgate.
I'll just run through these predictions. Not too much positivity in there. Jill, is there going to be delivery of Joe's tea and coffee today?
Sorry. Little update. Not today. I've brought up the coffee machine. So we're drastically.
Wow. What's that? Is it a Tassimo or a?
It's a Dolce Gusto, but at the end of the day, other coffee machines are available, and we won't recognise just one brand. Yeah, so Woodgate was back at Borough for 2012 to 2016, and Mowbray was at Borough from 2010 to 2013. So he was his coach for a season or two.
I'll tell you what, Michael Sandbach, maybe Woodgate take on Mowbray as an assistant manager. That would be the most.
They're off for me. We've kicked off.
Yeah, kicked off on mine.
4, 5, 6.
I'm slightly ahead. Tell me when you're at. We'll pause at 15 seconds. Tell me when you're on 15.
11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Right. Are you synced up, Luke?
No. 1 minute. I'll go off it. I can never pause it and play it again. It just doesn't like it at all.
Who's this ref? He's got a weird haircut from behind.
I'll just quickly run through these predictions. Oh, Tim's gone 2-0 Rovers. That's good.
I've never seen this referee before in my life. He looks like a geography teacher from the 80s.
So Bournemouth have got a very early free kick here, right on the right flank. It's basically corner flag area. Danjuma is going to whip this in towards the Blackburn end. He has whipped it near post, and it is cleared by Douglas. Douglas, and it's gone out for a corner. He did shank that clearance somewhat. Very disappointed with himself. So a cheap corner given away by Rovers there.
What are we on now for time?
1 minute, 21,
22,
23, 24, 25. You synced up?
Yeah.
Corner for Bournemouth. It's gone very, very deep and actually out of the area. And Billing is dispossessed now.
Hello, Stephen Mason. It's good to have you.
Yeah, it is. I've not seen you in the comments recently, Stephen. Apologies if you have been there, but you are one of our regular viewers.
Crikey, Lenihan's put Rothwell under some pressure there. Ooh.
I'm just. Are you laughing at the comments, Luke?
Yeah.
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 Look at that ref. Have you ever seen him in your life?
He's got hair like me. When I don't tell my hair, that's what mine looks like.
I'll tell you what.
Proper sideburns and everything, like proper.
What we all know from the watch-alongs, from the many watch-alongs that we've done now, is that Joe gets very wound up with referees, and it's only taken the boy's haircut today to really rile Joe hot. Really go.
He just doesn't look like he's going to have much authority. If he came over to me and tried to like tip me off for a foul, I'd just be staring at them sideburns.
Joe will be getting a sending off at Sunday League for very choice words against the referee.
Oh, he slipped. Begovic slipping as he cleared the ball, but it's
Tribble.
Ronan, you're always very, very kind in the comments, Ronan. Always compliment. Every watch along he compliments us. Thank you. I do look like Stig of the Dump today, I'm afraid, though, Ronan. So you're being far too kind.
Yes, you are.
Looks like, yeah, Peter. He does look like Peter Capaldi. That's a really fair comparison. He looks really odd.
You've also missed the point that Dave's made about him having magnificent hair. Sterling.
See, I don't think magnificent. I think weird.
Paul Weller.
So another free kick here for Bournemouth. Just near the halfway point inside the Rovers half.
I miss Jonathan Woodgate's old hair.
What, the long hair?
Yeah, he doesn't look like Jonathan Woodgate anymore, does he?
No. I still can't believe he played for Real Madrid. I mean, I can.
His debut is one of the greatest things in the history of football. It was unbelievably terrible. Fantastic, actually.
I mean, he was a very good defender on his day, weren't he, in Leeds when they had Ferdinand and Woodgate together. Looked strong, but yeah, really surprising that.
Oh,
nice
dear.
From Douglas there.
Ooh.
Robertson as well.
When is the vote for player of the season? That must be soon.
I don't know. Usually with about 5 games left, they do the goal of the season vote, and then we score really good goals that they have to add in. But I assume it'll be around then with around 5 games left usually.
I mean, who are the contenders?
Tribal again.
Oh, dear.
Just putting it away here, and we have got it clear now on the edge of our own box. Very sloppy from Tribal, as Joe said. Who are going to be the main contenders, do you think? Kaminsky. Armstrong?
Kaminsky wins that hands down. If anyone,
If Kaminsky wins it, you'll have Armstrong rattling around. Perhaps what's his name?
Dan Pike.
That's fun. Dan Pike, yeah, give it him. No, you'll have Elliott as well. People will vote for him, and if it's a public vote, I think the Liverpool fans will hijack it. So yeah,
I would be very disappointed if Harvey Elliott won that on that basis.
Well, I would. So I'm going to hope that it's kind of public vote plus club decision, because if they make it public, I think the Liverpool fans will get all over that and vote for Harvey Elliott, which obviously we don't want to see.
No.
Hopefully Kaminsky.
Our player of the season is Kaminsky. There's no arguments. I mean,
I'm sure Adam Armstrong would complain at it though and say, "Yeah, let's go 20 goals this year."
Was it? It was Andy in our private chat the other day, wasn't it? Who asked the question about how many good saves he's made. It's quite interesting with Kaminsky. I don't think he's made too many amazing saves.
No, he's just consistent, isn't it?
Very consistent, yeah. He's been
had one bad game all year. One.
Yeah.
And that was Watford away for me.
I think the save that stands out is I remember he tipped over a Hoylett shot when we played Cardiff. That was a very good save. Tipped it over in that top corner.
He made some good saves at Bournemouth away as well, actually, early on.
Yeah, that was the game that I thought we've got a keeper here. Was that his debut, maybe?
I think it might have been, because I think we'd seen Fisher in net before that.
First
in the cup game. I think it was his debut, yeah.
Barnsley at home, I think he made a good save as well. I remember him tipping a header over. That was when it was 1-0, I think, as well. And then Gallagher scored after that.
Oh, yes, a Wickham goal. Beating Rotherham. We need that. Embarrassing to say, but we do.
I know, Joe. I'm not laughing at what you said. I'm just laughing at the horrific nature of it being true.
what it's come to.
Aye.
So no real
Oh my
chances
gosh,
yet.
what are we doing?
Oh, I could have gone down.
Jesus,
Oh.
Lenihan's giving it away this time. Brooks down the right-hand side looking dangerous. That could be a penalty.
Penrith.
He's not giving it.
It
Big
did look
shout
like
for a penalty there on the edge.
it looked like a
Lane.
dive for me.
Oh dear.
Surely Kaminsky's fouled there, ref.
Yeah, he is fouled. So yeah, Rovers looking a bit sloppy at the back, and we gave the ball away again there. David
We're
Brooks
just
had
giving
the
it away
chance.
again.
Yeah, David Brooks had the chance to get down that right side. It did look like a bit of a dive right on the edge of the box. Could have just been in the box, but the ref gave nothing. And then a ball got played in, and Kaminsky did claim the ball and was clattered by Billing, and we got the free kick in the end. But yeah, we're looking a bit, no real chances yet, but we're looking sloppy, aren't we?
Very. I think we've won the ball back 5 times and given it away or passed it out for a throw-in every single time we've had it so far. Petro Schvetz. Love that.
Oh, yes.
It sounds like a rave.
Oh, Gilles got the Wickham game on. Keeper's posted.
Oh, God, that's depressing.
How bad is that? At the start of the season, could you imagine us like getting to this point and we're like so intensely invested in Rotherham?
Oh, he's offside.
Oh, I think he was off there. So for those of you not watching, it was a ball played from deep by Rovers. Bournemouth had a very high line, and Armstrong is offside just in the Bournemouth half. Are we going to see a replay? No, we're not. They're going to show the David Brooks thing.
God, that's biased. Oh, even if it's a foul, it's a free kick, isn't it? It's not inside the box, that.
No, it's an absolute dive anyway. Just disgraceful.
That's David Brooks all over.
He has a Conor Mahoney look, I think.
Yeah, he's built. Although I must say, Mahoney, when he left Rovers, Mahoney was very slight, like Brooks is now. He seems to have physically got stronger. Mahoney seems a bigger lad.
Harvey Elliott's looking quite lively so far.
Yeah. Oh,
good ball.
Good knock.
Kept him.
Surely you keep that in the other way with your right foot towards the goal.
That's the type of thing Armstrong will pull his hamstring doing as well.
True. So true.
So coming up to the 10-minute mark, Rovers fans, those of you not watching, not much to report at the moment, apart from a shocking dive by David Brooks and Rovers looking a little bit sloppy in defence.
Oh, Mowbray's up and about, having a shout. Is that right?
He's been listening to us on this watch along.
Yeah.
Sat down that whole bloody game against Wickham. Absolutely wound me up on Friday, that did.
I'd agree, Scotty. I also hope Wickham stay up. I really want to get the chance to go to that stadium next season.
Yeah, I was saying that the other day. Like, I can't believe I missed that opportunity.
I mean,
we didn't have Wickham when we were in League One, did we? They were down in League Two at the time, weren't they?
Yeah, they were. Their games, so they had 3 games. It's Rovers, Rotherham today, and then Luton next. If they were to get 9 points, they have got a chance of doing the Great Escape.
I don't understand how that's not a yellow card there for kicking the ball away. All the players are appealing for that. The foul had been given, and he just whacks the ball away. It's shocking.
Classic Lerma, that. Loves a booking, does lad as well.
Let's see how long we managed to keep hold of the ball for. I'd say the average is about 2 seconds so far.
Got a
great ball from Harwood Bellis.
Oh, just not.
It's gone out of play, so that was about 4 seconds.
This watch along is absolutely nursing me back to health. That is good.
Sappy, it's I follow and I follow only. Support your club. We don't give out links or anything like that or support illegal streaming.
Step 997. Beer and Pringles, and it produces lethal whip.
Those KFC Walker's crisps.
Hey?
Those new KFC Walker's crisps.
No, I've not seen that.
I've seen them in co-op. I haven't tried them.
Oh.
Rothwell did well there. Just Bournemouth have got it clear. Rothwell just managed to nick a little pass through. Didn't quite reach its target, but he's chasing down now. See, that's good. Rothwell there, harassed that defender. He's given the ball away, and now we can break again. So really good from Rothwell.
Much more lively on the ball, especially between Elliott and Rothwell.
Who did he? Who was it against when he did press the ball and we got a goal out of it? Can't remember who it was.
Millwall. Away.
Millwall, yeah. Was it Millwall?
Yeah, the away game where Rothwell and Buckley and Dolan all pressed high with Elliott to win that ball back.
I think there was a home game he did it as well.
Oh, was there? Oh,
yeah,
right, yeah.
That's what's sticking in my head, and I can't think what game it was. Help us out, Rovers fans. What was the home game where Rothwell really chased someone down and then we ended up getting a chance? I think Elliott might have scored from it.
What time are we on, chaps?
13:05, 06.
7.
Yeah, it could have been Stoke, Duncan. Who scored in that game? Was that Elliott? Did Elliott score against Stoke? Nick Powell scored for them, didn't he? And then... Yeah,
the Stoke game, John Buckley got an equaliser late on from short range.
Ah, yeah, of course he did. That's got to be one of our only games that we've come back and got something out of, isn't it?
Well, I think Rotherham as well, we were 1 goal down. But it was in the second half that they scored their 1 goal. So,
sorry, Rovers fans. Those of you not watching, we did actually just fashion a good chance there. We played a quick free kick down into the channel. A little reverse pass from Elliott. It was Armstrong that got on the end of it, pulled it into the 6-yard box, and it's cleared away for a corner by Bournemouth. So, yeah, good little move that, and probably a disappointing cross in the end from Armstrong. But we have got the chance now for the corner, which is taken short between Douglas.
Go on, Harvey.
Oh, and there's a short corner between Rothwell and Douglas. Played it out to Harvey Elliott outside the box, and he's hit a shot high and wide over the bar. Yeah, Watford. It was Watford, wasn't it? Leap year man. And then Elliott scored high. That's what it was. It was Watford. And sorry, Jacob, you said it as well. That was the game. So a goal kick for Bournemouth. We are coming up to the 15-minute mark here. I might have to get an Easter egg out for the second half. Now I know that my stomach will take it.
Can your stomach take another Rovers loss?
With how I felt about 2 hours ago, Joe, I'm up for anything now, I think. The lesson is just don't be stupid like me. Everything in moderation. Yeah. Hey.
At which point he goes and eats a full Easter egg.
What? That'll be it, though, won't it?
It's a game.
Is the game on Sky Sports? Is it? Is it on the red button? Is it? No.
No.
It's a very possession-y based game, isn't it? This. It's just like you have the ball.
Come on. That's poor from Harwood Bellis. Really simple pass into Dolan there. Doesn't reach him. And that could be a Bournemouth corner.
That was good play from Solanke, to be fair. It is a Bournemouth. It's not a Bournemouth corner. He's given a goal kick. Really good play from Solanke. Good hold-up play, and then managed to start dribbling down the right channel. It did look like it.
Petro, Rovers aren't going to get in the top 3, mate. It's not going to happen. Sorry.
It is.
No prizes for coming third either.
Is it even mathematically possible now?
No. Can he hear properly? That's what I want to know. It's like sprouting out of his ear.
I've got a lot of sympathy for him, Joe, because I'm having to really ladle on hair gel on this side of, both sides to really slick it back, because I've got the same problem. I'm having to tuck my hair behind my ears now, which is a bloody disgrace. So I've got sympathy for this ref.
Get a headband.
Oh, Harwood Bellis has just given the ball away again. Rovers really, really sloppy in possession.
Oh dear.
5th or 6th time we've lost the ball, and now we're giving Dan Juma space to run into the box.
Blocked. Yeah, Michael, hair of the dog has never gone right for me, ever. I'm pretty bad the day after drinking, I must say, Michael. Bit of a weak link, actually, in the stomach steaks. Jill, I have tried a hairband, Jill, but it's not a good look for me. Just roll on.
Never offside. What? This has been given us offside. Never
roll on the 14th of April when I can get my hair cut. Yeah, coming up to 20 minutes now. We're 18 minutes in. Not too much happening at the moment. I thought we'd see a quicker Bournemouth start, though, if I'm being honest. I thought they might come at us a little bit.
They're nullifying as well, though. We haven't managed to keep the ball for any prolonged period, really.
We haven't done anything at all.
And when you've got players like Elliott and Doan on the wings who really can play the ball, perhaps unlike Brereton and Gallagher, it's worrying that we can't move the ball around and keep hold of it. I mean, I think every possession we've had has ended up in turning it over to Bournemouth or going out for a throw-in so far. I suppose we've had the one corner, but, not good so far.
Most animated I've seen Tony Mowbray in a long time.
Yeah, but that's what he should have been doing against Wycombe. As Joe has said today, Bournemouth are nullifying us. Obviously, Tony's seeing something he doesn't like. Now he's giving out instructions. That's what you want to see from your manager. Friday against Wycombe, you could see that performance was not acceptable very early on. So what was being done from that bench to address that? Not asking him to shout and bark orders all the time. He's his own style of manager, but just something that looks like it's coming from that bench to let the players know that it's not good enough.
This is Rothwell going off.
Rothwell, yeah. Looks like we're going to go Rothwell injury here. He seems to be holding the top of his calf, perhaps the back of his knee.
I think we'll see more and more of these throughout the game.
Looking a bit hamstringy, this.
I don't know. It seems to be lower leg, really.
Calf, yeah.
Yeah.
Seems quite high up on the calf area. Be interesting to see who comes on. Now he's got the steel of Johnson and Tribal in there. Maybe get Buckley on. If he is going to go off. Who's it going to be? Someone is taking their... I didn't see who that was. Someone looked like they were about to take their bib off. Mark Venus. Look how bored Mark Venus looks.
It looks like he's on Tinder or something, doesn't it?
Who do you bring on for Rothwell? Do you put Elliott in that position and bring Doan to the right-hand side and put Brereton off the left, or do you put Buckley in the Rothwell role?
I'd love that, Joe, but I'd love the formula there. But I genuinely think you'd bring on like Sam Gallagher or something and just play him as an attacking midfielder. Wouldn't even surprise me.
Put Nyambe in midfield.
Yeah, give it Nyambe to the end of the season.
It is Buckley warming up, but it doesn't look like anyone's going to come on, I don't think, just yet.
He's going to shake this one off, isn't he?
He looks all right.
Shake it off.
Anyway, let's mute Joe and tell him not to give his day job up.
You've got that Taylor Swift GIF stuck in your head that I keep posting in our private chat.
Just the wrong key for me.
Yeah, just a sad eye.
Dan, it's Rovers have been okay. We've been a bit sloppy at the back. Bournemouth have nullified us a bit, but there hasn't really been any chances for either side, Dan. So
could be one now, though.
We're not out of the woods yet, Dan.
Didn't know Ryan Woods was playing.
Oh, man.
Oh, wasted.
Honestly, Luke, I had quite a few going on Friday that just went straight over Alex's head. I was missing you. I really was.
Poor
I think that's it for Joe Rothwell. I think he's gone down again. You can't wait.
Bloody no.
Oh, dear.
I thought Mark Venus was having a nap then.
I didn't see what Rothwell did. It must be he didn't get a challenge.
Oh,
did he? It's going to be Lewis Holtby. So Lewis Holtby is coming
Here's
on.
Ben Benson. Here he is, Ben Benson, tactical masterclass now, goalkeeping coach, never played professional football. Why is he there? Explain it to me. You've got Mark Venus swiping on Tinder. You've got Damian Johnson with a laptop. You've got David Lowe and you've got Tony Mowbray. Why on earth, with 4 coaches sat there, is the non-professional football playing Ben Benson, goalkeeping coach, giving out the tactical instruction? I don't get it.
Ben Benson was definitely a referee in a former life.
I don't understand. We've got 4 coaches sat on the sidelines. Why is the goalkeeping coach in charge of telling Lewis Holtby where to be?
It is a bit worrying, that.
It's weird. Because it's a choice. Because it's every time. It's not just like it's nearest to Ben, so he can do it. It's weird, that.
It is weird.
And we've just watched Mark Venus and commented before that about how he looks bored. He's clearly not doing anything. So why can't he do that?
So for those of you not watching, Joe Rothwell has gone off. He couldn't shake the injury off. Lewis Holtby is on. Didn't see how Rothwell got that injury. There certainly wasn't a challenge in on him or anything like that. So he's obviously tweaked or pulled something and gone off.
Steve's comment there.
Brilliant. Better set on his than yours.
Oh, crikey.
Well,
Ben Benson deserves an award, doesn't he?
Yeah, Ryan, Philip Billing, his hair looks a bit like yours. Getting that way.
Oh, man. Jeez. My auntie's going to just think I look like a right state when she cuts it. Oh. It was a deep free kick from Rovers there. It was a high line from Bournemouth. Did look like someone was going to get on the end of it, but it did run through to 𝐒𝐕𝐄𝐃 in the end.
They've probably found themselves in a better position, Bournemouth, having sold Ramsdale to then bring in 𝐒𝐕𝐃𝐃 from the wilderness. Like, what a quality keeper that just seemed to just have a really, just seemed to, I don't know, just fall out of favour, sort of. But quality keeper to bring in at championship level.
And Rob on the other side yesterday was saying he's been one of their best players this season. And
Tribal Johnson Holtby. Surely we can try and retain possession now.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not going to be running forward on the ball with that midfield 3, but surely we can keep hold of it for a bit with that midfield.
We're not going to get any chances in this game now, I don't believe.
I think we're going to miss that drive of Rothwell as well, just to break the lines a bit.
Yeah. I don't think Dolan's half as effective off the left as he is off the right.
No.
Because he's not particularly good with his left. So I think it's too predictable what he's going to do on that left-hand side.
I think we're going to end up talking about value for money Easter eggs at some point. It's going to be one of them.
Well, that one's answered. The ones where you get a mug. It's the ones where you get a mug because you use that for years to come.
Yeah.
Do you remember when McDonald's had the Coca-Cola glasses?
Yeah.
We still got some of them in the cupboard. That was about 10 years ago, that.
Yeah, get a full complement of 6 if you keep going.
Absolutely.
Nature's taking its course in my garden. There's a few birds. The fat balls are running low. It's all happening. Lovely day. Snowed this morning, but it's lovely now.
It snowed?
Yeah, it snowed, yeah. Woke up to a little dusting of white stuff.
Wow. Ollie, my green screen doesn't work very well in the day. I need to somehow block out the window that's to the left of me. I need a permanent blind solution, which I've not been able to do. So the green screen only gets an outing in the evening.
I can't see Holby's contract being renewed, whether Rovers want to or not. I think he'll go home, but I don't think we should want to either. I don't think he's been good enough for what he's costing.
No. If budget's tight, then he's not one that I want to be blowing budget on.
Nice from Harwood Bellis. First time we've really got some space. Go on. Keep that in. Knuckled off the ball there.
So it was a cross put in. It ran through. It looked like Elliott was going to beat Kelly to the ball, and he was initially very strong, Elliott, but then Kelly did just muscle him off, and it went out for a Bournemouth throw there.
That wasn't Billy Barr, Duncan. That was Ben Benson. Billy Barr's not here. Billy Barr, Paulie Pub.
Yeah, I
We'll have a full pub.
I like that. Ben Benson should be Swedish, shouldn't he? Is he not? Benson.
Oh, well won back by Holtby there.
Oh, Jesus. He's played Champions League football and I don't understand how. Oh, 2-0 Wickham. Get in. Buzzing. Rotherham are losing.
They're going to do it, aren't they, Wickham? They're going to do the Great Escape.
I think if Ainsworth keeps them up, I would say, yeah, let's get him here now to Ewood Park. Because that is some
chance goal for Bournemouth. Billing with the goal. Looked a little unlucky for Rovers there. There was a shot initially blocked by Bournemouth. And then it fell to Billing, who's just hammered the ball right-hand side of the goal. No chance for Ǩēminski. Disappointing.
Oh, that was always on the Billing.
There were no shots on target all game so far. That is the first one. We're just going to wait for the replay. It looks.
You know what's happened there? Nobody's paid the invoice.
So good play between Brooks and Smith. Smith pulls it back to the edge of the box. We're just watching the replay now. They shift it over to the left side.
Nyambe's got to do more with Danjuma here.
Yeah, it's Danjuma whose shot is blocked. It hit, really unlucky. It hit Lenihan in the chest. He's done really well to block that, Lenihan, and it's just fallen to Billing, who smashed it into the bottom corner. A little unlucky for Rovers, but as Joe said, it's the initial lack of engagement from Nyambe on Danjuma there. Shouldn't be getting that shot away, really. So, yeah, Rovers 1 down, I'm afraid. Rovers fans. Cheers for that, Joe. Eesh. So I'm going to do the hard one.
I don't know about you.
Hey?
That one didn't really hurt me. I don't know about you.
No, the season's over, Joe. Everyone's view on the manager's made up, isn't it? It's just Groundhog Day in many respects.
It is. It's just getting like just having no emotion, no feel, just completely detached from it all now. It's just like sitting here, just enjoying a bit of a laugh with lads, and we'll all get through it together. And
well, I think it's some of the games that we lost earlier in the season. You'd say, "Oh, we were unlucky there." Like Norwich at home, we so didn't deserve to lose that game. But we've spent 25 minutes saying how bad we look, and then they've scored. So it's not like there's any excuses. We can't come out after this game like we somehow managed to do against Wickham and get away with it and say we've lost another tough battle. We've been, we haven't not deserved this. They've been the better side by far. We've done nothing.
We haven't created any chances. We're doing absolutely nothing with the ball, like you say. Wingers haven't got on the ball. Elliott looked lively for the first, little bit, and then haven't seen much of him. Haven't seen Dolan at all. Armstrong's just been completely isolated. I haven't seen him get on the ball whatsoever. We don't retain possession. We're losing the ball from the back quite a bit. It's poor.
Ooh.
Oh, my God. That's terrible.
Have we got a full house of mums joining us now? Here's mine. Hello, Mum. Happy Easter.
Pamela will be in somewhere, I think.
I think we've got a full house.
Hello, Sharon.
But yeah, Joe, you're right about just what we're looking like at the moment. Like earlier on in the season, you can take defeats, can't you? When you're looking like you're playing well in defeat. This is just... every defeat has been very deserved. Very deserved.
Sharon Ryan's been a very naughty boy, overindulged in alcohol last night, and he's hanging quite badly today. So just like his flag. So he needs a good telling off and a little smack to the wrist.
Chance here, big chance. Come on,
Yeah,
get it in. Ball.
Oh. Yeah, my mum knows all about that, Luke. God, the amount of times I've been absolutely hanging the day after. That was a little chance there for Rovers, as Joe said, though. We were breaking, shifted the ball out to Douglas, who was free, and the cross, to be fair, decent enough into that kind of 6-yard area, but it went to no one, and Bournemouth cleared it. So we've got a throw in now deep in the Bournemouth half.
Anybody going to help Bradley Johnson here? Or there we go.
Oh, useless.
Okay, we need a Groundhog Day graphic.
Yeah, we actually do. That'd be a great graphic.
That Armstrong's header's going to count as a shot on target, isn't it?
Oh dear. So yeah, for those of you not watching, Bournemouth 1-0 up, and they'll be set fair for the game now. So we're gonna have to raise it. We've got no Joe Rothwell on the pitch now to drive at them and break lines or whatever. So we're gonna find this difficult, most certainly.
Whilst I agree with Ollie James that I'm looking forward to the new season of Olivia Meets Her Match, I'm a bit gutted because it's pretty obvious, given Charlie Mulgrew's situation, that the best character in the show, Alana Mulgrew, will not be there for season 2. We started the storyline of Amari Bell's wife being pregnant, and he's going to be gone. So who's going to step in? Who's going to step up? And maybe Thomas Kaminski can come in as a single man trying to find love on Olivia Meets Her Match.
That would be absolutely class.
Get Thomas Kaminski on first dates. That's what I reckon.
It'd be a great catch. Ba-boom.
Hey, Luke's here all week.
Yeah, apart from last Friday, but other than that, I'll try and persist.
Did you get done what you needed to in your garden?
God, I can't believe that's what we're having to talk about.
I'm genuinely interested, Joe.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. It's just so shit.
There's a game going on here, boys. There's a game.
Oh, it's just shit.
Yeah, I got a whacker plate in and everything. It was quite a good day.
Awesome.
Oh, they're heavy, them whacker plates. Tell you.
I think you had more joy doing that than we did watching Rovers. So
come on, Ty.
When I saw the result coming in, I thought it's going to be a tough one for these boys today.
So Rovers just sustaining a bit of pressure now. That is not that ball in from Dolan. Deep cross, but offside.
Ollie James. That's good.
Yeah.
I like it. I could actually imagine that. I can imagine Tony doing that. Coming feeding Bradley Dack grapes. Are you all right, son? Are you all right?
We'll get Bradley Dack back November 21, and then he'll play through December and get injured again.
Oh dear.
You're a tough cookie, son. There's a great.
I follows a bit behind, innit? It's telling us about Wickham now. Let us know what you think, Rovers fans, in the comments. We've not had a shot of any semblance on target yet.
That's a very fair point from Dan Woods. We've put the ball into the box, into the mixer today more times than in the previous 3 games combined, and today's average height of the front 3 is about 5'1". I don't get it. When Gallagher and Brereton play, we never cross the ball. And Dolan, Armstrong and Elliott are in the box, and now it's like, get it in there. I don't get it.
Can't see the wood from the trees.
I can't see the grapes through the vines. Brooks has just dived again there. Should be booked for that. Bradley down for top gear. Maybe not.
That's just like so
I
harsh.
think that's in reference to his driving ban, isn't it?
Well, it's harsh on 2 counts, isn't it? Lack of functioning knee and lack of driving license. That's doubly harsh, Steve.
Very naive, Steve.
Oh, dear. Thanks a lot for all of you joining us again today, though. Really good viewing figures again. We really do. Honestly, we love this all the time.
Just imagine you core, you boys that are the core, boys and girls in the chat and in the comments that are the core. You've been with us throughout. Imagine, when we do finally start winning games or chipping away at promotion one season. This is
Johnson, we've given the ball away. Bloody hell. That's terrible. He just stood there and let Billing take it off him. Like he
the way you said that was like an insult. Oh, Johnson.
What are we doing?
It's talking rubbish.
Venus looks like he's at a library. That's a fair point, Mother. When you have Gallagher and Brereton on the pitch, you are tall. You've no wingers to actually put the ball into the box. Christ, it's so depressing.
Oh dear.
Steve, I would imagine that he pays a private driver in a limousine, I'd imagine. And his missus, his fiancée, drives as well, doesn't she? So, and there's always the Metrolink.
Can you imagine?
He uses it, but
now I can't get Brian Potter out my head. I'm just imagining Bradley Dakin.
Just sat on the Metrolink like that.
You can
Next up is the Brock Hall Training Complex.
He's going upstairs on his stair lift.
You just wait.
I'm going to do to you.
Oh, hello.
What I'm going to do when we're back in League One.
Yeah.
Oh.
Just you wait. Things I'm going to do you. Go on, Ryan.
Those not watching, Rovers have got a corner. Good little interplay between Douglas, Dolan and Elliott. Resulted in Dolan getting into the box, tried crossing it and pulling it back right on the byline, but it was blocked by Adam Smith. No, it wasn't Smith. It was Steve Cook, I think. And out for a corner. So corner for Rovers.
It's a good question, Liam. We don't really know. Watch-alongs are probably going to have to change because I think all good save. All three of us, if not 2 of us, maybe will be at the games. So we'll have to let you know.
Yeah, we do need to have that chat. Dan's desperate to get us all together for the chat, and I think we...
Desperate Dan, silent Dan.
Yeah, is he there? Are you there, Dan, in the comments today? What are you up to?
We'll be doing something, a pre-matchy, post-matchy type thing, hopefully, but it's how we do it, and we'll be having that chat, I presume. So, desperate Dan.
What an absolute camera dive that was from 𝐒𝐕𝐄𝐑𝐒 there. For those of you not watching, Elliott did have a chance just outside the box, tried curling it.
He could have brought it down on his knee, couldn't he?
Yeah, he could. Tried curling it into the top left corner, but 𝐒𝐕𝐄𝐑𝐒 for some reason chose to punch the ball and do a bit of a camera dive.
Just got to see that hair again then. I think you've got a fair point, Joe. It looks like a Lego figurine, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Oh dear, oh dear. 5 minutes from the break now. Getting a reputation here, aren't we, on these watch-alongs, that we're more interested in the bloody game itself. It's not how I want it to be. And we're talking about Easter eggs, Yorkshire puddings, motorways.
That's a dive from Billing. That's a dive from Lerma. How is Lerma fouled there?
No idea. Michael.
Oh.
So it's going to be a free kick. Danjuma and Brooks over it. It's deep, so it's going to be a long hoisted ball into the box. Danjuma's the one who's going to take it. And hits it right out of play for a goal kick. Not good from Danjuma, that.
Oh, yeah, we might do England watch along to the Euros. That might be fun.
That would be fun.
Yeah, might be a little bit more exciting, at least in the group stage, than this.
I reckon at least for the Scotland game, I'll be far too steaming to...
I've got tickets to one of the games. Yes!
Oh, yeah, which one are you going to?
Hopefully the Czech Republic one.
The one that you can actually drink and hug people and lick people's faces and everything.
That's it.
Where is it? Where's the match?
Wembley. Our three games are at Wembley, our group stage games.
So are all the games now taking place in England?
No, I think it'll be behind closed doors in the countries that still have the restrictions. And if England let's say England got to the final, we would have 5 out of our 7 games. 5 out of our 7 games would be at Wembley. So if we get through the group stages, I think it's Rome and Dublin, the likely 2 destinations, and then back to Wembley for the semi and the final.
Right.
So yeah, Wembley's got the showpiece ones and the England games.
I mean, you just know how that's going to go.
Well, it's actually a path of death anyway, Joe. If you look at the Euros, if England are going to win it, we have to beat all the good sides. No 2 ways about it. Each path has France, Italy, Spain, Belgium, Holland. You know, there's no getting away from it unless they obviously don't go through their groups. So free kick here for Rovers. Going to be whipped in by Barry Douglas. It's a dangerous one.
Oh.
Cleared away by Bournemouth. Come back to Elliott on the edge of the box.
Poor effort, corner.
Nice one, Stephen. You're going to Ireland. Are you going to a game in Ireland, Stephen? Who are you watching? It's a corner for Rovers here. 43-minute mark. I'll update the ticker in a minute when we've got this corner out the way. It's short again.
Get it purchased on iFollow then, bro.
Poor from Dolan there. Really poor.
Not good from Dolan. It was a short corner, played to Dolan. He tried to take him on that right-hand side. I think it was Danjuma, wasn't it, who just shielded him out of play. Oh, cool. So you've got a round of 16 game, have you, Stephen, or a quarter-final game? Is that what you've got?
That's when we finish first. That's when we finish like the opposite way around. Finish second in the group or something. You've absolutely fuming because you've got a long game.
We should win the group, shouldn't we?
Yeah.
I think Croatia are definitely kind of on the way down now, aren't they? After getting to the World Cup final. But they'll still be dangerous. Obviously, Modric's last stand probably as well.
And Modric is a player of a play style like, Holtby. He's not. I think you're right. They are on the way down because Perisic is getting older, Mandzukic is getting older. So they are an aging squad, whereas England have probably only really matured since the last World Cup, you could say.
Yeah. I think Czech Republic will be dangerous. I think they've got a lot of players in form. Obviously, Soufal and Souček, we know all about from West Ham. I think don't need to be taking them lightly. And Scotland, well, depending on how many fans might be there, they're going to be awkward for us, aren't they, Scotland?
Yeah, look at Scotland now. I was saying to a friend that obviously we expect to beat Scotland. There's no 2 ways about that. But with the side now they've got with Tierney, Robertson, obviously Hanley's been playing at a good level this season. They've got McTominay, McGinn, like Che Adams.
I know, but
I know they're just the strongest Scotland than we've ever played in recent years. But yeah, like you said,
we should still beat them for
a championship side at best, a decent championship side.
What the hell happened to? That was weird. So it was a free kick for Bournemouth that Brooks played it really strangely, but it looked like Kelly, I think it was, seemed to get a bang in the midair, and he's gone down now. So I don't know what happened to Kelly. I think he's just taken an accidental clip on the nose or something. Maybe poked in the eye, maybe. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think someone's poked him in the eye.
I think we've got a great little video clip to play everyone at the halftime whistle that's just been uploaded by Silent Dad.
Have we?
We certainly have.
What's the upload? I've just seen it.
Stick with us, everybody, in the comments. It'll be enjoyable. If nothing else.
So we're 30 seconds from halftime now. We're into the second of the 2 minutes added on at the end of this half. Let us know what you think, Rovers fans, in the comments. It's not been great for Rovers. Bournemouth are definitely comfortable. we're not causing too many problems at the moment. So it's another game where we are certainly at arm's length from the better opposition, which is a shame.
I would call it more than arm's length. I would
Yeah.
say completely nullified.
Yeah.
I think we look dreadful. Oh.
I think a barge pole at best.
Is that half-time? It is half-time. So 1-0 to Bournemouth at half-time. Billing with the goal on the half-hour mark.
And we've got a 6-second match report coming up for you.
Are we doing it now?
Let's go for it. Why not?
Here we go then. So here is our 6-second match report for the Rovers fans. Here we go.
Spirits are telling me Blackburn Rovers are shite.
Where has Dan got that from?
Well, you can always
Play that again. Play that again, please.
You
All
can
right,
always
here we
count
go.
on Baptiste.
Let's go again.
Spirits are telling me Blackburn Rovers are shite.
Oh dear. 53% possession for Rovers, 46 for Bournemouth. And on the other side, we did cover the fact that Bournemouth do like to have the ball away from home in particular. This is another side that have taken the lead and gone, okay, Rovers have the ball a bit. And we've seen that before. So Luke, you know, how are you feeling at half time about this game?
There's been a game.
I think so.
Just completely detached from it. We've not looked like we've competed whatsoever. We've not really retained the ball very well at all. We've made very, very little chances. We're crossing the ball into the box when we've got no danger of, you know, carving a shot on goal from that. We've got Adam Armstrong, who's certainly not going to be winning any headers, and if the ball goes long, we've got 𝐒𝐿𝐲𝐈𝐄 backing up or Dolan backing up, and again, no real aerial threat there. I think 𝐂𝐐EHF has been unfortunate in possession a couple of times and lost the ball. I just think I'm struggling to pick someone that's had a standout game at the moment. It's been really quite much of the same, and I certainly think on what we've seen, Bournemouth look good value for the win, and I don't see where a goal's going to come from us at the moment at all.
I was just going to click and look at the other scores, and as we were just talking about England there, bloody Declan Rice is out for a month, which could be awful for us, particularly with Jordan Henderson not fit as well. You know, that'll be massive if Declan Rice is nursing an injury just before the Euros, so hopefully he recovers quick.
We've got a hell of a lot of midfield.
He's a staple to our midfield.
Oh, love it. That was a good one. That was right up my street, that one, Luke.
I was
like
mid-sneeze. You'll have to say that again.
I said that he's an absolute staple to our midfield.
Joe, I can tell by the look on your face that half has annoyed you. Just anything tactically that you've spotted or anything that gives you any hope in the second half?
No.
that was a
I'm
simple
going to go
one.
make a brew in my coffee machine and try and forget that we've got to sit for another 45 minutes and watch this. I don't think it's a tactical issue today. I just think Bournemouth are better than us, and we're giving the ball away a lot, and it's not going to change, and we're going to lose. So there's no insight from me really there. I think we all know those things. So yeah.
Well, we'll have a little break so everyone can go and get their drinks and stuff in a moment. Kevin, you are far too kind. The way things are going, man of the match could end up being one of you guys. So if you do want to vote, if you want to vote Ryan, dial this number and add 01 at the end. If you want to vote Luke, it's 02. And for Joe, it is 03. So please do get your votes in whilst we are gone.
So if you vote Luke, you're wrong.
I'd vote for Luke. Sorry, Joe.
Can Luke's beard have its own number?
Yeah, Luke's beard, 04.
Yeah.
Luke's beard, it's too.
What about Silent Dan, 007?
Yeah, he's 07, 007. Right, we'll give everyone a break then. It gives us a chance to bring up the magnificent graphic that you created for it, Joe, if I find it. So, yeah, we will be back in a few minutes.
Let's get a video clip in just one more time before.
Yeah, I agree.
We'll do the video clip straight into We'll Be Right Back. So go and get yourself a drink, Easter egg, whatever you're doing. We'll be back in a few minutes' time, Rovers fans. See you shortly. Clip coming up.
Spirits are telling me Blackburn Rovers are shite.
We are back, minus the graphic. There we go. Graphic back. How are we doing?
Great. Feel relieved after a half-time wee-wee and good to go.
I was muted again. I just said that was shocking there, Ryan. That just summed up Rovers' first half, that graphic error there.
It did, didn't it? But in better news, I've brought my one and only Easter egg. I got it from my mum. Thank you, mum, for the Easter egg.
I'm on a scone with jam and cream with a coffee.
Sharon Pavin.
It's a miniature heroes one as well. So we'll see what heroes I get in this Easter egg. Exciting times. Any predictions on what I might get?
Declare. Guarantee declare.
Ben Benson.
Oh, dear.
Ryan Rich, that is a bit harsh, Ryan Rich. We're not that bad. I mean, the three of us are great entertainment. You cannot be that bored watching us.
Stephen, I love your optimism. That would be so good if we did come back and win. I'm just looking at the comments.
Dan Woods, that clip's on. If you go on Rovers chat, our Twitter page, you'll find the clip on there. I think it has been tweeted out.
Oh dear, oh dear. Always Joe going to make the error with the graphic? Is he going to do it? Is he not? Oh, that was some.
That's a rude gesture.
Yeah.
Jill,
have a word.
Penrith.
Come and slap him round the head for me, Jill.
No, she's made me a scone.
Oh, 1 minute it was there. Next minute it's gone.
Hey!
Oh, Luke. I mean, one thing I will say about Easter eggs, absolute unnecessary waste of cardboard. Look at this, for God's sake.
Used to be plastic though, so they are moving.
Yeah, at least it's recyclable.
Oh, here we go. I'll tell you what I got in my selection of heroes.
Bet there's a bounty.
We've got a crunchy.
That's just decent.
Dairy milk.
Oh, strong.
Fudge. Cream egg.
Love a fudge.
Yeah.
Caramel. Twirl.
Is it just one of each?
Oh, give us a twirl. Give us a twirl.
Oh, I can on this chair as well.
It's definitely just one of each.
So stiff.
I nearly hit my knees on that fridge to the right of me. Double decker, and Luke said it was guaranteed. We have an eclair.
You always get a twirl.
You just got one of everything there.
Yeah, you did actually.
Bang on that.
Whoever was packaging them at the factory has had a blinder.
Right. The real choice is what to go for first. Do I save the best till last?
Joe's not allowed out his bedroom now for the rest of the night.
Oh dear. Looking at the comments, I think everyone is sharing the sentiment that that was a difficult half. Wiltshire, Bournemouth in absolute cruise control. Yeah, they are. And we're offering virtually nothing going forward.
Scott, I hope you're joking because you've had a shocker there because you find Moors and Snickers in celebrations.
I know, and I kept saying bounty, but you don't get them in Heroes either.
No, again, you've had a shocker, but I'll let that one go, Joe, because you're having a tough time with your mother there in the comments, so I'll let that one go. But Scott, you've had the warning now.
We have got a Venus, though.
Yeah, they are.
On the bench. Is Ronan gutted to have not seen me, mother?
I think so.
It's
the half-time appearance of Jill is...
Yeah, the half-time cuddle is going to turn into a half-time slap thick here.
David Lowe's having a big chat with the linesman. Obviously not talking to the ref. The ref can't hear him.
Mr. Lego's come storming out, ready for the second half.
Yeah. He's been accused of being plastic before, but he's built that way, so...
Are we still talking about the ref? Or are we talking about Ryan now?
Hey, we'll have less of that.
I didn't say it. It was Nottingham fans.
When you say that about a man like Ryan Hildreth, Kieran, yeah, I mean, this is now a really fair point, isn't it? Oh, the comment whizzed up.
Yeah, it is.
Like, what burden is it now? Honestly. So we have restarted. We'll do a time sync check in a moment. 45, 10, 11, 12, 13. Are we synced?
Yeah.
16, 17, 18.
There we go.
Oh, Ollie James. Ollie James. Love that.
Yeah.
It's a strong comment there. We need to give Crystal Feast a shout out.
What a name. Here we go. Hello, Crystal Feast. Calling us legends as well. Never been described as a legend.
Nah.
Hello, Crystal. You are definitely a new name on the channel. So good to have you along. Let's here with these heroes. You laughing at Dad?
That's true. He does look like a lollipop man. Or a priest.
In all that excitement, the second half has restarted. We have just gone beyond the 46-minute mark now, for those of you not watching. Doesn't look like there were any changes from either side from what I saw. Let's just hope we have some form of reaction.
I'm delighted with that comment, Chris Ayres. Good man.
That is old
character.
Your 6-year-old sounds like a cracking judge of character.
Dickens' character. Not just me that has some feelings about the way the referee looks.
It was just the sheer aggression that it brought on for you. It was,
yeah.
I love it.
Just wait till he makes a poor decision. I'll be really going for it.
I can't wait. We've got a fine graphic for that. Oh, it looks a bit sunny. You see Ryan?
Oh my God! What is that from Nyambe there?
Got the run around a bit as well.
The regression that we've seen from Ryan Nyambe since he's been having to fight for that place. Now, I understand that it might be a bit demoralising when you feel like you're not the first choice, but if you're having to fight for a position, that should kick you on, not regress you as a young footballer. And I just think that he has shied away from that competition massively and just gone backwards in his development.
Do you think, though, clearly the manager doesn't have too much confidence in him with him being in and out of the side at times? Do you think that's played its part as well?
Evidently not, but when there's competition for a position, surely the reaction to that should be, I've got to play as well as I can to get my position back.
Yeah.
And it's a spiral now, because if you keep playing like that, you won't be the first choice. We're now officially behind Nottingham Forest in the league in 16th. They're 1-0 up and we're 1-0 down. We're 16th. If we finish lower than we finished in 18-19, it's a joke, isn't it?
Won't be about his energy supply, yeah.
Told me that, dude. Yeah, but Joe, you're right. That would be a joke.
Do you know what?
Yeah, he does look like a member of Oasis. That's another good comment.
There's so many people that look like a member of Oasis now with the long hair knocking about.
I think that could be a good one. Rovers players, which band do they look like they'd be in? Because I think Harvey Elliott would be in Blossoms with his hair.
That's a good shout.
Lewis Holtby with the current haircut, something really like not bland, but like Coldplay or like, you know.
Oh, booking there. Was that
interesting? Lerma. He gets a book in every game like Smallwood used to do.
I reckon you reckon Kaminsky would be in the Wenger boys?
That's so good. So we've worked the free kick backwards and forwards, and it is cleared. what he said about Lerma and being booked, though, Joe, how he avoided a booking in that game against Watford when he set off that whole run of events and he walked away without a booking.
Boom, 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 boom. I'm in my room.
He's nailed booking Lerma every year.
Time check. Yeah, we're just in a highlight here. Hang on. 450, 07, 08, 09, 10, 11.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's a foul. Not given though.
All that Yorkshire pudding talk's just got me ordered.
Another yellow. Who's
chicken roast dinner with a Yorkshire pudding. Happy days.
Oh yes, Brad Lyons in the Proclaimers. That's bang on. That's does look like a bit. That's true.
Just ordered a chicken roast dinner with a Yorkshire pudding and everything. Happy days.
Oh, nice one.
I'll be collecting that. Well, I won't be because drinking driving's not well.
Is Amy making it, or where are you getting it from?
No, I ordered it from the local pub takeaway. Happy days.
Decent.
Yeah.
Harvey Elliott, Backstreet Boys.
Yeah, that's good shit.
Was that a booking for billing there, was it? I didn't see
Yeah,
who
it was.
Here we go. The free kick.
From
Bradley Johnson in some heavy metal band.
Downing in Boyzone. Crikey. Oh, that's funny. I think Bradley Johnson looks like Rag and Bone Man.
Yes.
I know him.
Yeah, good shout. Where does Tony Mowbray fit into it?
For now.
Rod Stewart.
Rod Stewart.
Just absolutely clueless and steaming.
That cut draw that Rod Stewart did.
We've had
One of
two
my
Boyzone
things ever.
Bradley Dack in Boyzone or Downing in Boyzone.
Tony Mowbray and the Wurzels.
What have you started?
It was Solanke. Solanke got the booking.
Too much. Too much. Mowbray, Frank Sinatra.
I did it my way.
He's certainly doing it his way at the moment.
With his new nationality, maybe we'll have Amari Bell back up singing for Bob Marley.
Yeah. Well,
three little left backs on my window.
3 little points we cannot get.
You two have absolutely
Sweet songs of merging the training centres. Wagon, this song is for you.
The Coven Trio.
God. What about Tom Tribal with his new dude?
Tony Mowbray, Shaggy.
It wasn't me.
TM is Yoko.
Oh my days.
Oh, funny.
You two doing all of that just allowed me to eat that eclair as well, so thank you for that.
No.
Oh, clever comment from Scott.
Yes.
Yes, very, very good.
Ref!
That is a
It was so nearly a pen ref. It was so close to being. Right on the edge.
Just bring that image up again.
Yeah.
It was like,
what a random part of the M6 that has been picked there.
what? The one near Jill Willie?
Yeah.
Oh.
Madness.
Right.
Here we go. Right on the edge of the box. Adam Armstrong, right footed.
What players in Madness, Ryan?
Hey?
You say Madness. What player have we got in Madness?
Ooh.
Oh, Ollie James, that's a good comment. He does.
Here we go. Ooh, over the bar from Armstrong's free kick.
Ryan Ambe does remind me of that guy off Cool Runnings. That's a good one. I don't know about Tony Mowbray being Elvis though.
Dead on the toilet.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Oh God.
What about Mark Venus? He looks like John Lennon, Mark Venus.
I think
Are they just like taking it in turns to look the most bored at Rovers games? You know, Mowbray against Wickham and Venus today. I mean, look at him. He couldn't be more disinterested.
Gallagher's coming on. I think he could suit Blossoms as well.
He'll be on for Dolan. Guaranteed.
Ty Dolan, Black Eyed Peas, backup rapper.
Oh dear.
Excuse me.
Steve Waggett as Lemmy.
Yeah, we do need someone in a heavy metal band. So yeah, it is going to be Ty Dolan who's
Sam Gallagher in ABBA.
Yeah.
Love that. Absolutely brilliant.
It does look like he could fit right into Eurovision and belt out like I don't know.
Yeah, like he'd do a song topless that made no sense for Sweden and get 12 points.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Swedish. He could go down as a Swede.
I'm opening the egg. So for those of you not watching, Ty Dolan, not his best game today, has gone off on the 55-minute mark for Sam Gallagher.
Tommy K. Bass Hunter. Quality. Oh. I think we've had some moments in the watch-alongs where it's gone completely off course. Today we've lost it. We've got
Tony Mowbray, no direction. Oh, that's funny. Come on, Sam. Oh, in fact, maybe Mark Venus could be Louis Walsh on X Factor. He's definitely got that about him.
You made the team your own.
We signed them all from Middlesbrough.
Yeah. And we've ended up just like Coventry.
True, Ian, but I don't want to agree with you because you're a Burnley fan.
Yeah.
Sam Gallagher, Fleetwood Mac.
Doing great, Lee Ferguson. Can you not tell? Oh, dear. It's been said before, Crystal Feast.
Yeah, it was Crystal Beast that said that first, then Crystal Least. It was really funny when the priest showed up.
Oh dear. Oh,
I
anyhow.
don't know the origins of that name.
Yeah, what is the origins of Crystal Feast?
Oh dear. So
It's one
those
of
of
my
you
favourite like fantasy football. Oh, you've gone. You're back, Ryan.
what?
You like Buffett a bit.
Yeah, you
Oh,
keep
yeah.
lagging.
Oh.
Yeah.
Let's check the old internet speed, see what's going on. Oh no, it's still. Am I back?
You're back, yeah.
Back again. Hello, friend.
Oh dear. Must be the wind.
Why have you? I can't remember what it were now. Crisps and whatever. Crisps.
Pringles and beer, wasn't it?
That were it.
Oh dear. Yeah, those of you not watching, 59 minutes in.
What's up with him?
There is no pressure at all for Rovers at the moment. Oh, that's an awkward one, that.
Hardly a foul, though, is it? Mrs. Dove? Oh, that's good. Does Kevin mean Ben Brereton in the verb or Ben Benson?
It's got to be Ben Brereton.
Yeah, it'll be Brio.
Oh dear.
we've spent 25 minutes just
nonsense, absolute nonsense.
There's no response, is there? There is no semblance of pressure.
And Bournemouth are in second gear, aren't they? You feel that they could take it up so many notches.
Well, just like then, little break there, Solanke into Danjuma, bang, they just turned it on and.
But why is Harwood Bellis having to come and do Nyambe's job there and block that ball for him? I don't get it. Stood right next to him.
Naive Steve, we've got a clip for that. But corner.
Play it as this go.
This can't go on, surely, in terms of the Venke's not doing anything about this. It surely can't. His days have got to be numbered now, Mowbray.
It's Tombola time as well. It's Tombola time.
I mean, that was a really good corner, that, from Bournemouth as well. They played it out towards the edge of the box. There was a dummy, and it came back for Billing, and he's absolutely skied it into the Darwin end. But good corner routine.
Great.
Robbie Johnson away at Bristol City, 1920.
Yeah.
Well, he's not that old, surely.
What?
Huh?
He's not that old, surely. 1920. Nearly far back as Fergus Suter here.
Oh, nearly a Penrith.
Penrith.
I will say, actually, I've given Waggett some stick on this stream, I think, really, or at least in general, he's been getting a lot of stick. But that stuff with the Fergus Suter grave and the cleaning, that was quite good. That was a nice gesture.
That was class.
Good to see.
What was that?
So they've been and done up the grave and cleaned it up and a new headstone and stuff like that, and blackburned it up and paid for by the club and stuff.
Oh, nice.
I think it was on the anniversary of such a thing. I can't remember, but yeah. Did you watch that on Netflix? Did you watch the English game?
Well, if you haven't seen the English game, that is a really, really good series. It's well worth a watch for any football fan, Blackburn fan or not. Brilliant. It's a nice little period drama as well. You don't even have to like football, really. It's got a good story behind it. It's cracking. I'm not a period drama fan. Never seen me watching Downton Abbey, but that was good.
Is it about the origins of football in this country, is it?
The FA Cup.
Kind of, yeah. It's more like the class war between the Etonians of football and the Northern of football, basically.
Yeah, it's how the FA Cup became the working man's cup rather than the
the elite cup.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. The Milltown taking over.
Yeah.
Well, professional football becoming a thing. Yeah.
There are some issues with it though. It's not completely accurate.
There were a chance.
That was a big chance. So Rovers worked the ball really well there, and the ball was played towards the back stick. Sam Gallagher did win the header really well, and it seemed to come to Armstrong on the half volley, just around the penalty spot area. It's gone for a corner, so someone must have got a block, but it did just flash wide. So let's just have a look. Yeah. So it was a huge chance for Armstrong, and it's a good block from one of the
Vickers, I think.
Carter Vickers, yeah. Big chance. I thought that was
Tribal's not being marked. Oh, he is now. Get it back in the mixer.
Come on.
That's a free kick.
Oh, they're booking him. I've gone 3-1 on Super 6 for this. What on earth possessed me?
To Rovers.
Yeah. Can't bring myself to go negative scores on Super 6. That's what ruins me. Can't put Rovers on Super 6. It gives me gives everyone else an unfair advantage on me straight away.
Oh dear. I need to watch that as well, Chris, the Jack Charlton thing. I've heard a lot of good stuff about that as well.
Yeah, same.
Oh dear. So that was a big chance for Rovers there, finally. But now Bournemouth do have a corner.
Chance!
Luke. The corner hasn't been played yet, Rovers fans. Don't be listening to Luke.
Yeah, what a nuisance. He's that guy that comes in the comments and says 1-0 Lima.
Why was it? Why conservative? That was him.
Yeah.
Absolutely winding Joe up that time.
Fake accounts.
The acting was pants.
Right, corner.
I thought it was all right. I thought it was a good series.
The only issue for me was some of the inaccuracies of it with who was playing for who and who won what final and stuff, because it was a bit messed up, you know, in terms of who he was playing for at what time and stuff. But I understand they've got to tell a story, so.
Got to make it look good. Have the intensity of a certain player being injured, etc. I don't want to give much away. Watch it. No spoilers from Rovers chat.
Oh dear. Yeah, Alex, you have summed up the sentiment of today, that is for sure. Even before Bournemouth scored, there were no shots on target, were there? So
Ben Pearson, Mumford and Sons.
Oh yes.
Ooh,
Oh yes. I didn't know we were branching out into it.
I just saw him then and went, Mumford and Sons, as soon as he came on the screen.
Begovic could be an heavy metal band, to be fair.
yeah.
Steve Cook's like one of them, like, I don't know, 90s love song sort of bloke.
I finally realised who I thought Sam Gallagher was more like. Perhaps not with the ponytail, but when his hair was a bit shorter, and he looks like David Guetta.
You got me dancing. Oh, Reading are winning 2-0.
Or as Ryan would say, reading.
Reading.
Get your reading apparel.
Hey.
We're watching a fantastic game, Blackburn against Bournemouth.
The Cheeries.
We're certainly the Cheeries.
We are.
Coventry 2-0 up against Bristol City. They're struggling. I thought Pearson would really reinvent their season, but not worked.
He got a reaction. That's about it. A couple of games out of him, didn't he?
Well, he's been berating the players. Time check. You want to be... we're at 67, 39, 40, 41.
44, 45, 46, 46.
Come on, Ryan.
Right. Drive it. Drive.
He's lost that, hasn't he? He'd have done that at the start of the season.
Oh, my Christ.
And now we've given the ball away. He would have done that, Luke. Absolutely. He would have had no fear, gone for it.
Be a goal less. Oh, no.
Ooh. It looked like there was a decision to be made there, you know.
Go on, Sam Gallagher.
Go on, Gallagher. He's driving it.
Sam Gallagher.
Yes.
Oh, shit, man. What's Armstrong doing there?
Fouling.
He knows there's a man there. The linesman didn't give that free kick there, by the way.
I did notice that as well. So is the ref giving it? Because if the linesman aren't... Yeah, throw in. Good on you, ref.
Give it. They've not give a throw in.
So for those of you not watching, Sam Gallagher really drove from deep, you know, ran good 30, 40, 50 yards with the ball. And it was a poor 1-2 pass with Armstrong. You know, it was a poor pass from Armstrong and didn't set Gallagher away. But that was good to see from Gallagher.
Interesting he's bringing off Brooks. Didn't expect that.
And it's a defensively minded change because I think that's Stacey, isn't it, coming on? Yeah,
do you blame him, though? It's exactly what you do against Rovers. Get the lead, sit back.
Yeah. So coming up to 70 minutes, my word. Not much in the way of a response from Rovers, I'm afraid, for those of you not watching. Just that one big chance for Adam Armstrong. Have you got Easter egg?
No, I don't know what these are. A Saint bar.
All right.
It's all right. Like a little cereal bar. It's quite nice. A bit dry. Not quite miniature heroes Easter egg, but it'll do.
This is not inspiring stuff, is it?
No.
I don't know. I'm absolutely exhilarated. I'm loving it. It's great.
And it's just, I think what's more depressing, this isn't like top of the table Norwich or in-form Watford that are coming and playing like this. This is, with the greatest respect, Bournemouth, who haven't had the best of seasons. Do you know what I mean?
They're managed by Jonathan Woodgate. Like
Yeah.
that thinking. Jonathan Woodgate. What he did to Middlesbrough is quite something. How he's got that job is quite unbelievable.
Yes, Ronan. We're not going to get it, though.
Whilst it's 1-0 in football, Joe, there is always a chance.
It only takes a second to score a goal in football.
I've scored a football.
Well, I used to say that when I was a kid.
Go on, Gally. He's won it. Let it pen ref.
Have you given it?
Pen ref!
What?
Oh,
That's a penalty, surely.
huge shout.
Pen ref!
We need
Not
to see
a
the
pen.
replay
And
of
now
that.
they've been given a free. That's a penalty.
So Gallagher again did
out.
really well to win the header. Let's have a look.
Sideburns are going under his ears. Oh, that's
It's Lenihan who's gone down. So who's challenged
That's
him?
a pen.
Carter Vickers. I'm not convinced.
nah, the ball's gone.
Lennon gets the ball.
Let us know, Rovers fans, if you are watching, did you think that was a penalty? I wasn't convinced on that one, Joe.
Did you ever pull us an away match?
What?
You've had to. It's interesting.
No.
It's just gone up a gear on. Where are we going with this?
Thank you. So it's an interesting second follow-up question to the draw question. Go on, Harv.
This is what it's come to now. Hoofball.
Now
Pearson's gone down in a challenge with Armstrong. It's good strength, I thought.
I don't understand why the game's been stopped. It's not a head injury. I don't. Why has he stopped the game? There's nothing wrong with his head. He's not holding his head. I don't understand refereeing like this. The game does not need to be stopped for Pearson going down 50 million minutes after this challenge even takes place. There's clearly nothing wrong with him, and it's certainly nothing wrong with his head. Why have we stopped play? Baffling.
Moritz. The whole game, really, Moritz. Bournemouth have really just had us at arm's length, even more than arm's length, as Joe said earlier. So I wouldn't say they're close to the 2-0, but it feels like that they could turn it up a gear if they wanted to. They're certainly happy with the 1-0 lead now and just saying to Rovers, come on break us down then. Ronan. We are not that type of show, Ronan.
If in doubt, chat roulette it out. You make a good point, though.
Oh, Liam asked a very important question earlier. Sorry, I missed that one, Liam. How do you break open an Easter
Your
egg?
head.
I get really frustrated if I don't break it on the seam. Do you know what I mean? That's the Easter egg finish for me.
Yeah, it's got to be in the two halves, hasn't it? So that they look good. You broke it open. So it got to be on the seam. That one I just had there was difficult to break on the seam, so I had to just push my thumb into it, Liam, I'm afraid.
I think he's probably picked up on that, maybe. That's probably what all this is about. Probably quite frustrated the way you've broken your egg open. You've thumbed it.
Oh, big chance.
Goal, 2-0.
2-0.
There you go, Moritz. There you go, son.
Spirits are telling me Blackburn Rovers are shite.
Oh dear, 2-0 Bournemouth. Danjuma with the goal. Gets into the box, slots it away from Thomas Kaminski's reach, and that is good night.
We're on a journey down the league table.
It's poor from Nyambe, actually. Oh, and it's to be really great nutmeg from Danjuma. So Nyambe's taken a really heavy touch, and then Ben Pearson's done really well to just retrieve the possession and play it to Danjuma, and Danjuma's just done a really good little nutmeg through Lenihan's legs into the box, slots it beyond.
Ryan Nyambe, in his current form, is a League One defender. That is terrible. Absolutely terrible.
Just don't let Danjuma get in them positions. He's a cracking talent, dangerous in and around the box. We've seen it when we play them at their place, scored a cracking goal. And, we just let him have the ball in acres there, in exactly where he wants it. And
could be 3. Oh, Kaminski's off his line.
I might just need to do a sync up with you two because my stream just stopped itself.
76:06:07.
Right, ticker's on now. Say that again, mate.
76:13:14:15.
Right.
Oh, this could be a red card. This could be a red for Harvey Elliott. This could be a red, this.
I think he is. I think he's gone. You can tell that.
He could be gone.
You can tell by refs.
Has he elbowed him, is he?
Something like that. I think he could be gone here.
It looked like a ropey coming together at best. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. This pretty much sums up Harvey Elliott's current run of form in this side.
I said I thought it would be a red.
Let me know when you get to 77 because I've had to go live just to catch up with you two.
55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 77. It's a yellow card, not a red.
Thanks for that, Joe. Oh, dear. I've had an absolute mare with this ticker. But Danjuma scored.
Oh, that should have been a red card. He's touched his face. You just can't do it, Harvey Elliott.
Oh, dear.
It should be off the pitch. It's the principle. But it's the other team. I'm absolutely fuming that that's not a red.
Yeah.
That's terrible from him.
So for those of you not watching, it was a little coming together between Pearson and Elliott right on the touchline. And Elliott's basically turned around and shoved 2 hands into the face of Ben Pearson. I'd be surprised if Mowbray doesn't bring him off now.
Bring the old legs on now. We've just had a little pan up to Elliott Bennett and Stuart Downing whilst we're 2-0 down. You know, bring some real quick energy onto the field.
And Bucko.
Buckley, fair enough. I've just had a notification of Sky Sports saying Harvey Elliott booking argument.
Argument.
Oh. Quality.
Oh dear.
Yeah, they brought him off.
Gilles, I'm off work this week, so I'm absolutely buzzing. So, yeah, I'm off, but it won't be very relaxing because the kids are off school as well.
Yeah.
So Nyambe, Tribal, and Elliott have gone off. Elliott Bennett is on, Stuart Downing is on, and John Buckley is on.
Predictions for Mowbray's post-match analysis.
Well, let's see who we get compared to this week. Maybe we'll get compared to Aston Villa or someone random.
I don't think it's never a red, and I'm not saying he didn't go down like he was shot, but he touches his face and you just can't do it. He showed his inexperience and his age there by doing it. Just don't rise.
Oh dear, this does get very difficult now for Tony Mowbray. We've got a huge game against Derby, I think, now, because where are we winning our next game of football the way we are playing at the moment?
I understand why he's brought Nyambe off, to be honest, because this game's gone and Ranking Stello's already injured, so... Yeah, but I disagree, Michael. The fight that I want to see in the players isn't turning around and getting wound up by the likes of Ben Pearson and letting it snap you and making stupid mistakes. I'd rather see them show fight properly, like in play on the ball.
So we're into the final 10 minutes, folks, for those of you not watching.
Oh, dear.
It's 2-0.
Says at the bottom, rolling across.
Oh, it's a cracking name. It's a tongue twister, that. I'm not going to attempt that after 6 years.
No.
Oh dear. At least you two can go and enjoy the rest of your Easter Monday.
John Buckley.
Oh, good effort from Buckley. So not too far away. The header was
Look
came
at
to Buckley on the volley on the edge of the box. Let's have a look. Little bit of head tennis. It's then Holtby that wins it on the volley from Buckley.
Hey, that's close.
That's not far away at all, over the top right corner. So good
That's
effort.
a great comment here from Chris. Why does Dan Pike getting 15 minutes at 2-0 down not make more sense than Elliot Bennett, who's probably not going to be here next year? I don't get it. We're 2-0 down. This should be Dan Pike coming on now for some first team minutes. I don't get that.
So looking at the table, big win for Wycombe if that stays like that. They're off the bottom of the table as it stands.
Good for them. Could be 3. Oh, poor Cross.
I think what has been really disappointing about today, Wycombe was just a whole new level in terms of disappointment. But I think disappointing today is, one, we've all predicted it. You know, really, no one was confident about this.
No.
But just secondly, Bournemouth have just not had to be in any kind of gear whatsoever.
They've not got going. They've not got going at all.
We have been so easy to beat today. It's just desperate stuff for Rovers at the moment. And it has to change. And I can't fathom and understand why this change is not being made with the manager now. It's there. It is plain and simple. It is right in front of Waggett's eyes, right in front of Venky's eyes now. This level of performance it's gone. That's it. The manager's time is up. And
it's interesting. A couple of years ago when we were losing football games, when we got relegated, if we ever lost in League One, the players would be on social media, and even though some people don't like these, what they would call, stage apologies, we've not seen anything from the players. Every week, it's either ignored or we just focus on positives. And, why hasn't a single player come out and said, you know what, it isn't good enough. We are underperforming. We shouldn't be where we are. We shouldn't be 16th, 17th in this league. Elliot Bennett, club captain, I know he gets a lot of stick off the fans, but he should be coming out and they should be apologising for this. It's not just the manager. The work rate is not there. The players are not playing for the badge. They're really not. And I think if we were there, they'd be getting a hell of a lot of stick right now, and they're avoiding it. And because they can avoid it, they're just saying nothing. And I want to see somebody stand up and be counted and say, we take responsibility as a collective.
You've got to agree with that, but to a point, there's got to come a point when the manager's got to get more out of these players now. Like this, it's a talented crop of players, and they just there seems to be a lot of unrest here. Like there seems to be a lot. There's a reason now that these players just aren't playing for the badge. There's some
even if you hate the manager, even if you think he's not the man for the job, you put 100% in. And if you can come away from a game today, if I'm any Rovers player on the pitch today, apart from Kaminski, and I'm coming off and saying I've given 100%, then you're lying to yourself. You haven't.
I think
not a single player here is playing for the badge, and there's no excuse for that. Whether the manager's good or bad or not, you play for the badge, and they're not doing. They're simply not.
Do you think that perhaps half the problem then is that they don't play for this badge because, at least 40% of this starting lineup could potentially not be Blackburn Rovers players next season?
They might not be here next year. Well, half of the team have never played in front of Blackburn Rovers supporters.
Yeah.
I think this is the least passionate group we've had in a long time. They don't seem or appear to care. I understand that there's an excuse and that the manager's poor and that the tactics aren't working, but you've still got to put 100% effort in. and nobody can tell me that the running is the same. Nobody can say that the same amount of effort is being put in that was being put in at the beginning of this season, or in 18-19, or in 19-20.
Do you know what, Naive Steve's comment? I was watching a match of the day thing on, must have been Saturday, talking about football's hard men, and when they were mentioning Duncan Ferguson and what he did in his little spell at Everton, and I thought, actually, I won't mind someone like that. Just someone just give all these boys a kick up the arse a little bit, like, because I don't think they're getting that at the moment. I don't think they've got this. You know, Mowbray. We've spoke about him in the past as being a great guy, a fatherly figure. You know, nurtured a lot of young players and helped the group, etc. And you know, has been good for a lot of loan signings, etc., etc. But none of these players have had a kick up the arse when it's gone, you know, to this point, when we've started losing games. It's all great when we're winning games, but when we start losing games, then you need a Duncan Ferguson. You need someone like that that's just got that about him as well. You know, a bit of both.
And I think this is where Mowbray's style of management, Luke, that's where it starts to show up, because he's clearly got that group ethos. You know, that's how he's done his man management, and obviously he's wrapped his arms around the likes of Dak and others over the years, etc., etc. They need it now.
Yeah,
they need that type of kick, and Lewis picked it up in the comments as well. We'll just see if this chance results in anything. No, you know, yeah, Lewis here, look, picking it up as well. Does he really give them? Probably not. He probably doesn't. Maybe he does, maybe he doesn't. But at the moment, he's certainly not getting a reaction out of our squad.
But the thing is we are talking about the manager, and we're all agreed on the manager now. But it's not just the manager. I don't think the tactics have been particularly right today. I don't really like the substitutions either. But the players that are on the pitch would be lying if they told us that they'd put 100% in today.
Yeah,
and I don't care whether you believe it or not. You've got to put that effort in.
Yeah,
they're all to blame.
They are all to blame, and I think it's always the manager that ends up getting. You know, he loses his job, doesn't he? That's how it goes at football clubs. But the players are clearly not playing now.
That's the underlying worry for me, because why is a group of players that were performing at such a high level earlier on in the season now completely uninterested? That just screams foul to me. This something don't sit right with me for that.
Yeah. And Chris says there, maybe the players want Mowbray out and that's why, but I don't care. If you play for a football club and you're being paid a wage by that football club, your responsibility is to the supporters. You can't say, oh, well, the manager's not good enough and we need rid of him, so I'm not going to give him my all. Don't give him your all then. Give your all to the club.
Just wide. So good play. We gave the ball away. Sam Surridge was going through, played a pass out to Danjuma. It was bouncing though, so a bit of a difficult one for Danjuma to take. And he has just hit it left foot on the half volley from a similar area to where he scored his goal, literally just wide of that same post. So, yeah, nearly a third there for Rovers. For Bournemouth, sorry.
It's like working at an hospital, for example. Could you imagine someone, you know, a member of staff working at a hospital, don't agree with the manager and just decides, right, you know what, I'm just going to not give two hoots, and I'm going to give this patient the wrong drug just because
none of us believe Mowbray deserves his role at Blackburn anymore. Yeah. But how many of the players on the pitch today deserve their place in the starting lineup? There's no excuse. What if Mowbray came out and said, oh, well, I've been managing poorly because I don't get on with Steve Waggett? It's not an excuse. And if you don't like the manager or his style, that's fine, but you still got to give your all when they're not doing. And that's why I don't like that we've not had any excuses or we've not had any apologies. Nobody's admitted in public just how dire this is. 1 win in 14, and not a single player has stood up in any capacity and said, we recognise how shit this is and we're sorry.
This is ultimately what happens, though, when the manager loses a dressing room and when the team aren't performing, then, you know, that's when a manager loses the job, and that's when ultimately, you know, someone else comes in and gets the best out of these players. So I think the players not performing is now categorically showing the lack of harmony and the lack of drive for the manager. You know, you play for the shirt, but you play for your manager as well. It's a two-way street. I agree. They paid a lot of money and they should be playing better than this. But
besides not walking away, all Tony Mowbray can do is keep putting a side out.
Yeah,
and he's not good enough. He'll be fired eventually. But the players can't just get away with not being good enough for any reason. There's no reason. There's no excuse. And that's a fair comment from Ken. Are the players being told to not say anything online? Because I think there's plenty of players in the past that have said things, Elliot Bennett being a prime example. Why aren't they now? What's changed? Are they being stopped from talking online about the results? I couldn't tell you a single player that's actually tweeted about Blackburn's result for months.
So we are into 6 minutes of stoppage time, Rovers fans. The 90-minute mark has just ticked over there. So we will be doing the post-match show as we usually do. What time are we on now? Yeah, I know. Please come and help me. What is it now? 10 to 5. So by the time we're live on that, it'll be about 5:15. So, yeah, come and join us. The need for a managerial change gets acuter by the game, by the day. And this has just been another disappointing day at the office for Rovers. And as Joe said, these players clearly are not playing good enough at the moment. And I just think there's a direct link, isn't there, Joe? It's the players have to take responsibility. Yes, they won't because it never happens. The manager will pay with his job. But that change needs to happen now because I'm looking at this table and we have been saying it. Rotherham have got 4 games in hand on us. And if they were to get 6 points out of those 4 games, that puts them 41 points level with Birmingham at the moment. And that is only 5 points off us. So we need to be careful. And I think we have got a huge game against Derby County next game. Make no mistake. They win that, they're level on points with us. So we are getting embroiled in something here.
Yeah, that's the worrying thing. We can't just keep losing games because, you know, as much as it's dead rubber and much as we become detached to it, it'll become a real worry. We
all accept that the manager's not been good. Penalty
for Rovers. Yeah. We got a pen.
92nd minute. What's the bet? And he just misses it just to really kick us in the teeth. Although I really need Armstrong to score this, don't we? Because we need his value to stay up.
I did notice that. Oh, sorry, it is Cardiff, Craig. Sorry. God, I'm getting ahead of myself. But that Derby game is the big one. Is the big one for me, Craig. But yeah, we have got Cardiff. My apologies.
I'll come back to that Damian Johnson comment in a minute.
Adam Armstrong. I'm just going to walk up and take it in a moment.
I could just see him missing it. I think you're right, Joe. Could you imagine?
Here we go.
There you
go. Told you. Terrible.
Dear.
Oh, catch a break, Rovers.
But again, that's not the manager's fault. You win a penalty, you've got to step up and score it. You can guarantee there won't be an apology from Adam Armstrong, and he won't be losing his job over missing a penalty, will he? You know, that's a player's responsibility to put the ball.
Go on. Bang it in.
Oh my God. You have to score there.
It's funny. It's actually funny.
We've just missed an open net, essentially.
Oh my Christ.
So for those of you not watching, Begovic went walkabouts. I don't know what the hell he was doing. And it broke to Bradley Johnson, who just has to half volley the ball into the net.
Terrible penalty.
Granted, there are a lot of bodies in front of Bradley Johnson, and it was a great clearance off the line, but he's got to score that. And as Joe says, they're just showing a replay of the penalty. Shocking penalty from Armstrong. Oh, dear. 2 big chances there for us to score.
It is the manager's excuse, but the manager can't put the ball in the net for Adam Armstrong there. The manager can't put the ball in the net for Bradley Johnson there. The players are letting the manager down as much as the manager is letting us down.
Something needs to change rapid, though, Joe. Like you say, if we've got this downward spiral now, we've gained, you know, only so many games to go. We need to pick up 2 wins. We can't just sit here as Rovers fans and as a club of a certain stature and turn around and say, you know, we're safe, it's fine, we'll pick up a couple of points here and there. It's going to get desperate at some point.
We previewed this, right? And we read this out at the time when this run of form was looking bad. We got Cardiff away next, which has always been a difficult place for us to go. So we're not confident about that. We are then playing teams that are all below us. And if we're giving them the opportunity to leapfrog us, you know, after Cardiff, Derby at home, Sheffield Wednesday away, Huddersfield at home, Rotherham away, Birmingham at home. These are all sides. We cannot be in touching distance of those sides
when we're playing them, particularly Rotherham and Birmingham. We cannot be. We have to be out of reach.
You bang on, Ryan. You bang on.
And I remember looking at it like when was it? One win in 7, no win in 7, or whenever it was at that point. We did look at the fixtures through April and March, and we were like, bloody hell, the end of the season, we need to be careful, and we do. We don't need.
You looked at it, didn't you? And you looked at some tough fixtures with your Norwich, like the Wycombe one. We were like, yeah, 3 points nailed on, and it's naive of us to think that, because we've gone and lost that game, and now we're in real trouble, because we knew we were going to come into Bournemouth, have a tough fixture, Cardiff for the tough fixture, and then, like you said, we're playing teams around us then again. And
then when we're talking about Rotherham's games in hand, if they were to beat us, they've effectively got 5 games in hand on us. And then they only need 1 win out of those 5 games if they were to beat us. Jesus. Wow. So the game is nearly up, Rovers fans. 15 seconds to go. Not a good day at the office.
I know, like we said, we didn't expect to win this game, but you'd have just liked maybe, a couple of decent chances. Maybe we do score that pen and just get the fans off the edge of the seat a little bit. We've had nothing there. We've had absolutely nothing. That's been a real. We've played worse, and I think I saw that in the comments a lot earlier, maybe at half time. We've played worse, but that's not inspiring. That's not a team that's down there and fighting for something. That's a team that thinks they're safe and they're just coasting along and have no worries about this season. That to me is a worry, and it's very, very uninspiring.
Yeah. And Scott, your question, will Mowbray be gone now? I mean, I think we've all been saying it over these last few weeks in particular. It is a bit like Groundhog Day. Are we expecting Waggett to sack Mowbray? Probably not. It needs an intervention from Venky's. It needs them to be pulling the plug. This is getting a bit desperate, and we need something. We need an injection, because if we don't win a game of football between now and the end of the season with those sides that we are playing, we're going to be in some big trouble if we're not careful.
Yeah, but what's going to happen? Are they going to bring Marty Venus in till end of season? You know what I mean? You have no idea what's going to happen with Venky's hiring and firing. That's what worries me. It's just
we need we need someone else.
We need some
reaction.
Something.
Even if it's just someone until the end of the season, and we publicly say that. I don't know. We need an injection of something.
At the same football club now, by 6 o'clock, there'll be a statement on the website, but there won't be.
No, yeah, you're right. If this were any other club, you'd be expecting it, wouldn't you? As an outsider, you'd be looking at Blackburn Rovers now thinking, how's this guy still got his job? It's 1 in 15 now.
14, isn't it, I think?
Wow.
Let me count up. Direct correlation with the watch-alongs as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, today 14. Yep, 1 win in 14.
So if we'd started the season with this 14-game run and won 1 in 14, we'd be rock bottom of the league. He's lucky that this is happening now.
Oh dear. So
I was having a chat with Ryan privately, and if we go back to that chat we had about Barnsley, now Barnsley were below us before the QPR game. Below us, we had a game in hand on Barnsley, and they were sitting below us. We were 3 points. We were 3 points off the playoffs.
We're in a relegation strip. Look at on screen.
Yeah, we're 22 points off them, Luke.
Oh my God.
That's what I'm talking.
Scary.
You look at that league table, don't you? You look at that league table and you think we're not in a relegation scrap, but then you look at the games played of Rotherham. They can get themselves out of that. If they just get a run of 4 now, we are absolutely nailed on in a relegation scrap.
Rotherham, right? If they beat us, they only have to win 1 of those 4 games to get level on points with us. And if they were to win 2 of them, my word. So not inspiring stuff, Rovers fans. We will end this stream very shortly. I can see in the comments, there are so many comments from people here clearly disappointed with that game. I think everyone's view on the manager is made up. I am just going to pick out Michael Pearson's comment, though, which I've lost. This is the really disappointing thing. Effort and performances are the least that we expect as fans. Earlier on in the season, we, of course, were losing games, but we were playing okay in some of those defeats. That has just completely gone now. Bournemouth have had an absolute stroll in the park today at Ewood Park. They have not had to do much to beat us. Have we seen effort? Have we seen desire? Have we seen a performance from Rovers? Absolutely not. And that is really, really disappointing as a fan. And that's what makes it harder to take. So we'll end this one here. We'll have a quick turnaround and hopefully get live on the post-match by about 5:15. So please do go and refill your glasses, go and eat Easter eggs, do whatever you're going to do. Come and join me, Glenn, Alex, and we've got a guest on as well.
A quick 6-second summary. Have we got a quick 6-second summary? Try and cheer people up.
Oh yeah, we'll end with the little 6-second summary. We will just want to thank everyone for joining us on the watch along again in these painful defeats, and in this run of form. These watch alongs are really good, and we love all the interactions. Seen some new names on the chat as well. Always good to have new people along. So thank you all for your support. I will just leave you all with 2 reminders. First and foremost, we are sponsored by Blue Rose Capital. I'll finish with the 6YardsOut.com advert in a moment. But yeah, if you want to call into the show a little bit later on, send a DM to the Rovers chat Twitter account and we can get you on to join the panel as we have done before. It'd be really good to have your views and let us know. So yeah, we will leave it there. In fact, let's look at some Yorkshire puddings because they are good. So Jared, we will send you the recipe for Yorkshire puddings. We will blow your mind. They are really good. So we'll send that across to you. I've messed up the graphics. I'm having a mare. So we'll leave you with our 6-second advert, followed by the 6YardsOut.com advert. Joe, Luke, try and enjoy the rest of your Easter Monday.
See you later.
We'll see you soon.
Spirits are telling me Blackburn Rovers are shite.
The Rovers Chat YouTube channel is proudly sponsored by 6YardsOut.com. They've got retro football from every era with mugs, phone cases and much more. They also have plenty of Rovers goods, including apparel with the famous 94-95 season and this season's kit. Check them out using the link in the description below.